the record with Thursday morning's criminal docket for August 26, 2021. We do have a long docket, so make sure that you are efficient with your announcement and make sure that you have the number on the court's docket. Okay, Attorney Dora Alicia Garza.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am here on number 86, Wendoli Romo.
Okay, and is Wendoli Romo present?
Yes, Judge, I'm looking for her. I know I saw her, but I don't think she has it labeled, Judge.
Okay, Wendoli Romo, please unmute yourself and announce yourself. Wendoli Romo. You want to take a look at the screens and see?
Yes, Judge, that's what I'm doing right now because I had seen her. I can call her, Judge, and see.
Judge, I think that she's under iPhone. I think she's wearing glasses and a white shirt. She's on my first.
Yeah, I think that's her, Judge.
Right, we're comparing the
she does, is that, she have glasses? She's not gonna hear you because she's not connected to audio.
It does look like her, Judge, but I've only seen her a couple of times here in the office.
Judge, in comparing the picture on Odyssey, it is her.
Okay, I'll go ahead and allow you to make your announcement, Counselor. It's CR 21-02324-I, State of Texas versus Wendoli Romo. What is your announcement?
Judge, in this case, we did submit our pretrial diversion application. There was an outstanding ticket that needed to be paid before the district attorney's office could consider. That has been taken care of, and I did email Ms. Banda to let her know, Judge. So for now, it's just waiting on their decision.
Okay, so now the state already has everything they need for the PTD?
Correct, Judge.
Ms. Suarez or Mr. Nguyen, can you confirm?
Let me check on that, Judge. Last time I checked, I didn't see it yet, but probably if the defense counsel just submitted this morning or just recently, I haven't seen it yet.
It was yesterday that I emailed Ms. Banda and she confirmed, Judge.
Okay, so I probably haven't seen it then, not yet. But if the defense counsel already submitted it, then we need 60 days to review the PT application.
Okay, currently the state is requesting 60 days to review all PTD packets. So do you want your next setting to be a status or replacement? Should we do the next setting for status or placement?
I would say a status, Judge, and if I do get the pretrial diversion packet, I can call the court.
Okay, let's come back on October the 28th at 9:30.
Okay, Judge, that's all I have this morning. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, Attorney Juan Tijerina?
17 on your docket, Judge.
Okay.
Mr. Cos is online as well, Your Honor.
Okay, Luis Gerardo Cos Amaro?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Okay, sir. And that is CR 1912101-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this matter, I did talk to the DA's office regarding his application. We did have an issue with restitution that's already been resolved. So I'm just asking the court for a reset, Your Honor, so we can finalize. They're reviewing the application. So I'm just asking the court for some time to finalize that.
Okay, so they're still looking at it. And so you're pending a decision?
Correct.
Okay. Anything to add from the state?
No, Judge, as always, we need 60 days to review the PT application.
Okay. Do you know, Mr. Tijerina, if your client has a mobile device or an interlock device by any chance?
I believe so, Mr. Coates. Do you have a?
No, I don't.
You do not? Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so we'll come back on October the 28th at 9:30.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I have nothing further. May I be excused?
You certainly may, sir.
Thank you.
Attorney Alejandro Munoz.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I have number 43. Adan.
Hello, just recycle.
One moment.
78573.
Hold on. I need for you to please mute yourself until you are called. Okay. CR 21-02354-I, State of Texas versus Adan Limas. Is Mr. Limas present?
Yes,
I'm
Judge.
here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, on this case, we're applying to the pretrial diversion. He already has everything. The only thing we're missing is a drug test, Judge. We should have it submitted by next week.
Okay,
If
and when do you want your letter by?
Judge, if we can have a status in 30 days, Judge.
No, your letter for him to take the drug test.
Oh, when do we want, anytime next week, Judge, I think will work for Mr. Limas. I know he's going out of town today.
Where is he going out of town to?
I'm going to Corpus, but I'll be back Sunday night.
What are you going for?
Family reunion.
Okay. Ms. Soto, who are you showing that he has a device with anyone?
Judge, he has his mobile device with Lifesaver, Judge. On the report for the past month, he had 3 skip tests and 1 alcohol reading on August the 11th. It was a 0.03 at 7:18 p.m., Judge.
Okay. Do his bond conditions allow him to leave Hidalgo County? Does anyone know?
Judge, I'm not.
Okay. Mr. Limas, you cannot have any skip tests and you cannot have any alcohol readings. You cannot have any violations, or I will look into revoking your bond. Do you understand me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is going to be your first and final warning.
Okay.
Next time I will look at having your bond revoked and incarcerating you.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not going to have that anymore. And you're going to be going to a family reunion, then I want you to know, sir, that you are not to drink at this family reunion.
Yes,
As
ma'am.
part of your bond condition, you are not allowed any alcohol. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So I expect that you will not miss a test while you're out of town, and I expect that all of your tests will be perfectly done. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I want that drug test to be done on Monday when he returns.
Yes, Judge.
So make that letter available for him to take that test on Monday. Mr. Limas, you make yourself available for Monday to take your drug test. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Because he has an alcohol monitoring device, I'm monitoring him every 30 days. So I'm gonna go ahead and have him come back on September the 30th at 9:30 a.m., at which time I will review if he has any violations. If he does have violations, I will consider revoking his bond.
Yes, Judge.
Okay? And Mr. Limas, I do need a phone number for you, sir.
It's 956-620-0053.
Are you working, sir?
Right now, no.
Okay, I'm ordering you to get in touch with the employment specialist, Ms. Trejo.
Okay.
And you're going to do that by September the 1st.
Okay.
See if she can help you look to see if you find that there's a job out there that you may qualify for, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, anything else on this?
Not on this case, Judge. I do have another case, number 71.
Okay, Mr. Limas, you are excused.
Thank you.
Okay, give me one moment, Mr. Munoz. Apparently, we might be having an issue with someone. Okay, Mr. Damian, did you get that issue with that defendant taken care of?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, I didn't think I had to say this to everyone, but you do have to have clothes on when you're in my court, okay? So make sure you're dressed appropriately. That's what dressed appropriately means. I didn't think I had to tell people not to take me to the restroom with them, but I had to. And now apparently I have to tell you to have clothes on. So, okay, Mr. Munoz, what other case?
Judge number 71, Dora Ocañas.
Okay. Number 71, Dora Juliana Ocañas with an S. Is she present?
Yes, Judge, I believe she's on the screen under 23258C.
Okay, Ms. Ocañas, can you please announce yourself? And just for the record, there is no relation. Ms. Ocañas, can you please announce yourself?
Judge, I think she needs the services of an interpreter, Judge.
Ms. Castañeda, can you please ask Ms. Ocañas to please announce yourself?
Dora Ocañas, por favor, se anuncia. I don't think she has audio, Judge. I see her moving her lips.
Okay, as long as you can confirm that she's there. All
Yes.
right, so this is on CR 20-03595-I. What is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, for this case, the plan was to apply to pretrial diversion or get some type of ADR, Judge. She's not a US citizen. So the only problem we're having is her getting her license from Mexico, Judge. If we can have 30 days to try to do that, if we can't, then my office will be filing a suppression, Judge.
Okay. Give me a moment. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, just to let y'all know, and I know this doesn't go for the attorneys because y'all know this. If I mute you, don't unmute yourself if you're not the defendant that's on the record. Okay? If not, I'll remove you. Okay, that is fine, Mr. Munoz. So then you can come back on September the 28th and let us know, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
And
That's all
that'll be at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have this morning. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Okay, Attorney Mauricio Martinez.
Morning, Judge. I thought I was done for the week, but I was wrong. I've
Too
got
good to be true.
Yeah, no, hey, I don't mind it, Judge. I've got 44 and 45 on your docket. He is labeled as LG style of 6. He's on the second screen for me. He's a Spanish speaker.
Jose Armando Lopez. Ms. Castaneda, can you please ask Mr. Lopez to announce himself?
José Armando López, se anuncia, por favor.
Sí, aquí estoy.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Mr. Martinez? This is on CR 21-01876-I and CR 21-01877-I.
Judge, we've got a tentative agreement worked out with the prosecutors in your court, but the problem is that he has a first-degree felony pending at intake. There's an attached protective order to it. We're trying to work out the felony as well, but that hasn't even been indicted yet. So we're just requesting more time right now.
Okay, Ms. Soto, what's the report on his device?
Judge, he has a mobile device with safety check. The report for the past 30 days does not have any violations.
Okay. Ms. Castañeda, please tell Mr. Lopez that I appreciate him now following the court's order.
Mr. López, la corte aprecia que está siguiendo las órdenes de esta corte.
Because previously he did have some violations and he did tell me that he would not have any violations and he
Porque
stayed true
antes
to his
hubo
word.
violaciones y ahora no tiene.
So I'm going to continue to monitor him.
Lo voy a seguir monitorando.
And Okay, so Mr. Martinez, since his felony hasn't been indicted, usually I'll keep looking at him every 30 days. Just with respect to the violations. If not, I'm going to end up losing him. So we're just gonna come back on a status to see how he's doing on his apparatus. So it'll just be a quick announcement on September the 28th, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
At 9:30. And it'll just be to make sure that he's continuing with 0 violations.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll just go ahead and set both of those cases just so that we keep them together.
Understood, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please ask Mr. Lopez for his phone number.
Mr. López, por favor, ¿me da su número de teléfono?
Sí, es 956. Permítame un poquito, permítame. 956-258-3749.
956-258-3749.
Okay, let him know that his attorney has concluded making the announcement and he's excused.
Mr. López, se puede retirar. Ya terminamos con su caso.
Ok, gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, just let him know, Mr. Martinez, to come back on September the 28th at 9:30.
I will, Judge.
Okay, do you have anything else?
That's all I've got before you this morning, Judge. Now I'm done for the week.
Okay, have a good weekend.
You too, Judge. Thank you again.
Okay, Attorney Sonia de Ochoa.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have 89 and 90 on the docket, State versus Juventino Sanchez.
Okay, and is Mr. Sanchez present?
Yes, Your Honor. He's Spanish speaking, so he will need interpreter, and he's the one with glasses on.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please ask Mr. Juventino Sanchez to announce himself.
Juventino Sánchez, se anuncia, por favor.
Sí, aquí estoy presente.
Yes, I'm here present.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, he's PTD eligible. We already completed the packet. We were waiting for the UA, and we finally got the letter for the damages. I believe that's required for the PTD DWI so that we can provide the amount of damages. And so we're just asking for a little bit more time so he can go take his UA.
Okay, and when will he be doing that?
Tomorrow, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, Ms. Soto, can you verify for me if his device was reactivated?
Yes, it was, Judge. He just have his mobile device with safety check, Judge. And since then, he's had 15 late tests and 20 missed tests.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Sanchez know that the report is showing that he has 15 late tests and 20 missed tests.
Mr. Sánchez, el reporte salió que tiene usted 15 pruebas perdidas y 20 tarde.
No, pues es que yo hablé con el de este.
Okay, tell him not to be talking without the permission of his
Mr.
attorney.
Sánchez, no hable sin el permiso de su abogada.
Perdón.
Let him know that I am not going to tolerate any late tests and any missed tests.
Esta corte no va a tolerar pruebas perdidas ni tardes.
So if he needs some type of orientation as to how to properly use the device, it is his responsibility to get with the provider.
So, si necesita alguna clase para una orientación para de cómo usar el dispositivo, necesita comunicarse con la compañía.
Tell him that the next time that he comes before me, if he has any violations, that I will consider revoking his bond.
Si a la próxima vez que esté enfrente de mí, puedo considerar revocar su fianza.
Does he understand what you have explained to him?
¿Entiende lo que le dijo la corte?
Sí.
Yes.
Ms. De Ochoa, please reiterate to him the severity of that, because I won't place him on the PTD program even if he is eligible, if he continues to have violations.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I'll go ahead and explain to him and let him know that if he has problems finding out how to work the device, I'll make sure that he contacts the company so that he can get some kind of help or training on how to do the device.
Okay, Ms. Castañeda, please ask him for a phone number.
Mr. Sánchez, ¿tiene número de teléfono?
Sí. Es 953-1616.
956-923-1616.
Okay. And you said, Ms. De Ochoa, that you're gonna be receiving the UA letter so he can test tomorrow or today?
Tomorrow, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine. I'll have him come back on September the 28th because I'm gonna monitor him.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am, Ms. Castañeda, let him know to come back on September 28th at 9:30 and he's excused.
Mr. Sánchez, su próxima corte es el 28 de septiembre a las 9:30 de la mañana. Se puede
Ok.
retirar.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Attorney Victoria Muniz.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I have number 74 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Rosendo Perez.
Give me one moment. Okay,
And
is
he
Mr.
did-
Perez present?
Yes, Judge, he is signed
Yes.
on.
Rosendo Perez?
Yes,
can you
ma'am.
please- Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
that's CR 211155-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, on this case, my client has a felony motion to revoke pending. It was expected to be resolved back in July. However, it hasn't been resolved, so we're just asking for more time. They reset it to September the 8th, so we're asking for a date after that. I'm anticipating that whatever they decide on the motion to revoke, it will resolve this case.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
Yes, Judge, I believe that if the defendant, this case will dismiss with the felony, Judge. So the felony is pending on September the 8th, Judge.
Okay, let's return on September the 16th at 9:30.
That's all I have, Your Honor. Maybe excused.
Yes, you may, and Mr. Perez may as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay, Attorney Victor Ramirez.
Hi, good morning there, Judge. I'm here on case number 56 on the court's docket, Efrain Martinez.
Okay, good morning, sir.
And Mr. Martinez was on the screen just moments ago, Judge. He was on page 3 on my computer here.
Okay, I did see that name come up. Okay, CR 2008-006-I, State of Texas versus Efrain Martinez. Is Mr. Martinez present? Efrain Martinez.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, this is a status for a pretrial diversion. I had the benefit of talking to the state in this case, and we talked about discontinuing Mr. Martinez on the PTD program and setting this case up for a plea.
Okay, so then are we gonna set it up for a plea, at which time we'll remove him and then you'll sign the paperwork for the plea?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay, is that the understanding from the state?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, how much time, Mr. Ramirez?
2 weeks is fine, Judge, and we'll work it all out for the court.
Okay, do you think you'll have it done by September 9th?
We should, yes, ma'am.
Okay, September 9th at 1:30.
Yes, ma'am. And that's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, you certainly may, and so may your client.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Judge.
ma'am.
Have a nice day.
Okay,
Have a good-
have a good day. Attorney Michael Parson?
Yes, Your Honor, I have number 93 on your docket.
Okay,
That's Armando Sauceda.
okay, is Mr. Salceda present?
We called and confirmed he's in the present, Your Honor. I didn't. Okay.
Okay, that is CR 20-07625-I, State of Texas versus Armando Sauceda. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, my client is eligible for the pretrial diversion program. I am intending on meeting with Mr. Sauceda to get the paperwork done and submitted to the DA's office. I just need a little bit more time to do that. Your Honor, we're requesting if the court would consider giving us 30 days to get that submitted and try to get a response back.
Okay, is your client on an apparatus?
That I'm not sure. Mr. Sauceda could probably answer that question.
Sir, do you have a mobile device or an interlock device?
Yes, I do, but currently I haven't had any money to pay off the bill.
Okay, Ms. Soto, what do you have on Mr. Sauceda?
Judge, and Mr. Sauceda, I'm showing that he has not used his device since June the 12th. I made contact with the vendor and he has not made any contact with them at all.
Who does he have it with?
He has it with Safeguard Solutions, Judge. It's a mobile device.
Did he have hold on. Did he have violations prior to?
One moment, Judge.
Okay.
The last report I'm showing here, Judge, that was sent to me back in February to March. He had 54 skip tests and 3 late tests.
Is this his first DWI or second DWI arrest?
This is his first DWI.
Who placed him on the device?
There was an accident involved.
Oh, got you. Okay. Mr. Sauceda, are you working?
No, not right now.
Okay, I'm gonna order you to get with the employment specialist, Ms. Trejo. You have until September 1st to do that, to contact her.
Yeah.
Not yet. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You need to have a conversation with your family to see if they can assist you in getting this device turned back on, sir. You are ordered by the court to have this device. It's not voluntary. Your monetary, listen to me. Your monetary situation, unfortunately, is not going to be my concern. You have to find a way to do this because of the fact that there was an accident involved with your with the offense that you are being charged with. Now you are eligible for the pretrial diversion program, or that's what your attorney is telling me. And that is a very good program and that's a great opportunity for you. However, I will not place you on that program if you have not followed the court's order. The court's order is that you have a mobile device. So you are to get in contact with Safeguard Solutions so that you can get your mobile device reinstated. However, you're not gonna have much time to do that because of the fact that this DWIs are serious offenses. And I need to monitor them because if not, guess what? You do something out there and you're not only on the news and I'm on the news and I don't want to be on the news, okay? So you're gonna have until Monday to get this device reinstated. I don't know what you're gonna do between now and then. Like I said, you need to have some conversations with your family members and see if maybe they could help you. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm giving you until Monday to see if you're gonna have, if that apparatus has been turned back on. I'm gonna have you come back on September the 2nd at 9:30 so that I can check if you have your apparatus. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Parsons, please have a conversation with him about that.
I will, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm not sure the vendor will work with you, but try and see what they tell you. All right, I'm gonna have you come back on September the 2nd at 9:30 to see if he has gotten that apparatus and if he's already met with the employment specialist. He has 2 deadlines that he has to meet. By Monday, he has to have his device reinstated, back on and reinstated online. And by Wednesday, he has to meet with Ms. Trejo, the employment specialist. So then on Thursday, I'm gonna see if he did all that, okay?
Your Honor, I do know that he is currently not in town, but he's supposed to be back in approximately 2 weeks, Your Honor.
Why isn't he in town? He's not working.
Mr.
I live in
Saucedo,
Weatherford.
What?
I'm currently living in Weatherford, Texas.
But is that where you reside now permanently or you're visiting?
No, I'm here permanently.
Well, that doesn't make, it doesn't relieve you of any of the court's order. The employment specialist, it's a phone appointment. So the phone works from Weatherford to Edinburgh. And the apparatus, you need to talk to them and see what kind of arrangements you need to be made.
Yeah.
Jamie?
Yeah. It's because 2 weeks ago I had coronavirus and I'm just waiting for like a month or 2 to pass to get my shots. I didn't have any vaccines.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're getting vaccinated. However, we still have those issues. So it's not my job to think outside the box for your client, Mr. Parson, but you're going to need to work with him for something.
yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
So that's the order of the court, and I'm going to keep tabs on him. So I'll see him back here on September the 2nd at 9:30. Mr. Salceda, what's your phone number?
It's 956-862-2077.
Okay. Okay, anything else?
In reference to this case, we'll have it done, Your Honor. I do have another case on your docket. It's number 46.
Okay, Mr. Salceda, you are excused.
Thank you.
Okay, Victor Hugo Lopez, is he present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr.
Yeah.
Lopez, can you announce yourself?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, that is CR 20-07321-I, State of Texas versus Victor Hugo Lopez. What is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, I've talked with Mr. Lopez. We are prepared to make a plea, but I need to get him to come in to sign the plea paperwork. We have that plea paperwork sent to us this week, so we'll get that done. If we could have just a short reset to complete that and submit it to the court.
Okay, what happened with the felony? I had a notation that there was a felony pending at intake. Is that still pending?
It is still pending, but I did talk to my client that felony arose out of a different transaction. In talking to my client, he wants to go ahead and proceed with this charge and a plea on it, Your Honor.
Okay. How much time do you need?
Just a week, I believe, would be fine, Your Honor.
Okay, let's come back on September 9th at 1:30. Does Mr. Lopez have an apparatus? Mr. Lopez, do you have a mobile alcohol monitoring device or an interlock device, sir?
No, I don't, ma'am.
Okay. So, Mr. Lopez, you'll return on September the 9th at 1:30, at which time I will decide whether or not to accept your plea. And sir, next time you come into my courtroom, you are to be dressed appropriately. Do not show up without a shirt. Do you understand that?
Yes, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Lopez, you are excused, sir. We'll see you on that date.
All righty, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Parson, do you have another case?
Those are the two cases I have before the court today, Your Honor.
Okay.
May I be excused?
You certainly may. Thank you. Attorney Jose Antonio Solis?
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have several cases before the court this morning with number 72, Mr. Mario Ochoa. I did see him logged in.
Okay, Mario Ochoa, please announce yourself. Mario Ochoa. Do you see him on any of your screens, sir?
I saw him when I logged in. Judge, if we can recall it in a few minutes, let me see where he's at. I don't see him anymore.
Okay, let me do a search. Let me see if was he under his name?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I don't have anybody by that name. Okay, we can recall it. What's your next case?
It would be number 95, Ms. Maricela Serna.
Okay, Ms. Serna, will you please announce yourself?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, that's CR 21-02311-I, State of Texas versus Maricela Serna. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I'm asking for a little bit more time. I did meet with her and she will be applying for the pretrial diversion program, Your Honor. We're just in the process of that.
Okay. Any announcement from the state?
No announcement, Judge. The defendant is PT eligible, Judge.
Okay, good. Okay, Ms. Serna, do you have a mobile alcohol monitoring device or an interlock device?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, Mr. Solis, is I'm gonna give you 60 days. During those 60 days, I expect that she'll have turned in her packet and that it'll already be under review because they're taking a while due to being short-staffed at the DA's office to review these PTD packets.
Understood,
So
Judge.
I'm gonna have her come back on October the 28th at 9:30, but I do need that packet turned in time prior to that.
Thank you, Judge.
So Ms. Sedna, please make sure that you stay in close contact with your attorney so that you have, you can provide them with all the documents that they need in order to complete your packet.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Solis?
Yes, Judge. Number 96, Ms. Vanessa Tijerina, and I do see her logged in as well.
Okay, Ms. Serna, that's all. So we'll see you back here on October 28th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 20-09478-I, State of Texas versus Vanessa
October
Tijerina.
It's my fucking appointment.
Hello. Okay, hold on. Ms. Sedna, be careful. You're still on the camera, okay? So no cussing. So it's October 28th, Ms. Sedna. It's October 28th at 9:30. Okay, it's fine, it's not fine, but she didn't know. It wasn't done on purpose. Okay, Ms. Tijerina, okay, I see you. All right, and what is your announcement, Mr. Solis?
Judge, I'm asking for a 30-day reset on this case. I do need to meet with Ms. Aldana and discuss this case a little bit further.
Okay, Ms. Aldana, any additional announcement?
No, Judge, that was it. We'll be getting in touch this afternoon to discuss the case some more, Judge.
Okay, you can return on September 30th at 9:30.
May I be dismissed?
Yes, September 30th at 9:30. You are excused.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Solis, any other case?
Judge, I do have Ms. Francisca Ramos, number 81, but my office was unable to make contact, so I'm not sure if she's here.
Okay, was she aware of today's hearing?
Judge, she hasn't replied to any of our attempted communications.
They reset it to September 30th.
Give me a moment.
And the 30th, no.
People need to learn how to either get off or mute themselves as soon as they finish. Okay, so Francisca Ramos, Mr. Damian, call her name out 3 times, please.
Yes, ma'am. Francisca Ramos. Francisca Ramos. Francisca Ramos.
Okay, so Mr. Solis, I don't want to nice-eye her if she didn't have any notice of today's hearing. Are you able to confirm whether she did or didn't?
Judge, all I can represent to the court is that we haven't been able to make contact with her, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll give you an opportunity to write her at her last known address and also give her a call. And I'll have you come back on September the 30th at 9:30 And that way, if the letter doesn't come back between now and then it's just going to be assumed that she did receive notice.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, are we back to Mr. Ochoa?
Yeah, I have another one, Judge. Number 11, Mr. Eligio Barrera.
Okay. Mr. Barrera, are you present, sir? Eligio Barrera. Eligio Barrera. No one's answering by that name, sir. Do you
Judge,
want an
I just-
opportunity to contact him and Mr. Ochoa?
Yes, Judge, if I may, I'd appreciate that.
Okay, just come back on and then I'll call you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. All right, Attorney Edna Cedillo. You're on mute, Ms. Cedillo.
Your Honor, I apologize. I'm here on number 10 on the court's docket, Carolina Arellano.
Okay, is Ms. Arellano present?
I have seen her on screen, Judge. She should be.
Carolina Arellano.
Aquí estoy.
Okay. So CR 20-06187-I, State of Texas versus Carolina Mercedes Arellano. And what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, two announcements. One is the court had set us earlier because the court wanted to follow up on how she was doing with any violations or no violations. In addition to that, Judge, I've been working with the state to try to get her on a program. They've pulled the PTD program, but they're still considering another one, Judge, and I believe they were making contact with her.
Okay. Ms. Soto, can you give me an updated report on Ms. Arellano?
Judge, the report for the past 30 days indicated one missed test on July the 28th. The 10 p.m. to midnight test was missed.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let Ms. Arellano know that she had one violation, that she missed a test.
Ms. Arellano, tiene usted una violación, tiene una prueba perdida.
Es una violación.
Okay. I know she's improved tremendously, however, she has to have 0 violations. Let her know.
Yo sé que ha progresado bastante, pero tiene una violación.
Okay, do we have an update as to how she's doing on AIP?
Judge, she's doing well on AIP, no violations with AIP.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Cedillo, I'm gonna continue to monitor her. And so we'll have her come back on September the 30th at 9:30. I think she's gotten the message as to what she needs to do, so she just needs to continue.
Yes, Your Honor, and I should have the documents worked out by that date.
Okay. Ms. Castaneda, please let her know to stay in contact with her attorney and that she's to return on September 30th at 9:30.
Ms. Arellano, por favor, se mantiene en contacto con su abogado y regresa a la próxima corte, es el día 30 de septiembre a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Sí, ¿puedo decir algo?
Can I say
Only
something?
only if she has her attorney's permission.
No,
Solamente si tiene el permiso de su abogada.
I would prefer to call her, Judge, after and speak to her. I can call her today.
Please let her know that her attorney will be calling her shortly.
Su abogada la va a estar llamando.
Okay.
Okay, tell her she's excused.
Judge,
Se
if I
puede
may?
retirar.
Wait. Mr. Nguyen,
Espera.
Yes, Judge, the defendant is qualified for DWI court, so.
yes, I believe Mr. Dios said that there's that avenue that they're looking at, and perhaps by then she's going to have everything filled out.
Okay.
Okay. So, so then we'll see you back on September 30th at 9:30.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Having no further business, may we be excused?
We certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Attorney Hector Bustos.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I made sure I had all my clothes on today, Judge, so.
Well, we appreciate that.
Judge, I got number 4 in your criminal docket, Judge. State of Texas versus Maria Trevino, Judge. I believe we're set for a bench trial, but if you recall, Judge, this case is a case where the alleged victim was her daughter, and the alleged victim was a runaway and was no longer at the residence. And I believe we had put it on the docket for a bench trial today because if I recall correctly, the state couldn't get a hold of the victim, Judge.
Yes, I believe so. So that's CR 20-05752 I, State of Texas versus Maria Guadalupe Trevino. Is Ms. Trevino present?
Judge, I haven't spoken to her this morning, but she's been at every court date.
Yes, she has. I don't know. She always has.
It's very windy. Remember, Judge, she's on a cell phone it's very windy outside, and we have
No,
trouble hearing.
I remember her. She always has some problems because of where she lives. So
Yes,
Maria Guadalupe Trevino, are you present? She's not here. So even if they were wanting to go through with the bench trial, she's not present. So has the state had any communication with the alleged victim?
Yes, ma'am. No, Judge, we tried to- we
Oh,
sent her for
There she is.
hold on, sorry, hold on. Hold on.
I think we
And
found it.
again, she's having,
Yeah.
I wish that since she would have at least maybe gone somewhere knowing that she has those issues. Miss, I don't know what screen she's on. Miss Trevino. Okay, I see you. Okay. She's having issues with connecting to the audio, and we just lost her. But she was there.
Yes.
Okay, so what does the state want to do?
Judge, we subpoenaed the victim at her last known address, and can you call the victim's name out?
What's the victim's name?
Carolyn Trevino, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Damian, will you please call out the name of Carolyn Trevino 3 times?
Yes, ma'am. Carolyn Trevino. Carolyn Trevino. Carolyn Trevino.
The name being called out 3 times and no response, what says the state?
Judge, the state would request a continuance so that we keep reaching out to the victim.
Judge, at this point, we object to any continuance. That's the court to dismiss this matter, Judge.
Hold on, Ms. Trevino's trying to get back in. Okay. The court will deny the state's continuance and will grant the defense
I'm
request.
sorry, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Trevino, no, don't, I hear you. Okay, so just wait, okay?
Yes. So I'm not gonna.
Okay. The court will grant the defense request. This case will be dismissed. How
Thank
much
you, Judge.
time do y'all need to file that order?
We'll file it after docket, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, I also have number 88 on your criminal docket, Judge.
Ms. Rivera, can you please set a tickler for September 3rd just to make sure that the dismissal has been filed?
Absolutely, Judge.
Okay. Okay. And what other case do you have?
Number 88, Judge.
CR 17-07213-I, State of Texas versus Jacob Sanchez. Mr. Sanchez, are you present?
He is present, Judge. I saw him on the screen.
I saw the name pop up, but I don't know if he's stayed on. Jacob Sanchez.
I did. Judge, I think he's
Yes,
about to
ma'am.
call.
Okay.
Okay. Judge,
And
my announcement to this honorable court, Judge, is that I spoke to the pretrial diversion, I guess, units of the state of Texas. He has been denied the pretrial diversion, Judge. Initially, it was because of some speeding tickets, but I believe it's for some other matters now, Judge. I'm going to ask one last time if I could at least staff this with Mr. Rodriguez. If not, I'll certainly send up for suppression, Judge. This is his first DWI, and I'd like to see if we can get him on a program to keep his record clean. But if the court can at least give me 30 days, Judge, and I'll make sure to resolve this matter.
okay, Ms. Soto, do we have a report on Mr. Sanchez?
Good. I'm not showing he has a device. I'm showing there was an order removing the device back on October the 1st of 2019 out of court 5.
Yes, Judge. Judge Arnold got to remove the Judge. He had the device on for roughly over a year and a half, Judge.
Okay,
And I think pursuant to the statute, Judge, this was before, I think, 2018, Judge, for where it was mandatory.
yes, you are correct. Okay, Mr. Sanchez, I want to go ahead and grant your attorney's request, and I'll see you back here on September the 30th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
You certainly may, and Mr. Sanchez.
You have a good one, Judge.
Thank you, likewise. Attorney Thomas Wayland?
Thank you.
Honor with my client, number 104, and Zamaripa.
Okay,
We submitted the pretrial diversion package 12 days ago and called yesterday, and of course, they don't have a estimated date they'll be able to get to it.
okay, Brian Samaripa. Is Mr. Samaripa present?
Yes, Your Honor, he's here with me.
Okay.
I'm right here.
Okay, so, Mr. Nguyen, do you show that your office has already received the PTD application?
That's my check. There wasn't, but I'll check the judge. Let me check one more time right now.
Well, Mr. Wayland's saying that it was submitted almost 2 weeks ago.
Let me see. I still don't see anything, Judge, on our end.
Can you please follow up? Mr. Wayland, do you have a stamped copy or proof in case they can't find it?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay,
Yes, Your Honor, I'll follow up.
okay. So I would continue to stay on top of that, Mr. Wayland. Then go ahead, if it's there, they're gonna need some time to review it, so we'll come back on October the 28th at 9:30. If your client has been accepted and is ready for placement, please contact us and we'll move him to the 1:30 docket.
Okay. No problem, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, sir?
No, may we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Likewise, Attorney Tanya Ramirez.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here for Miss Erica Sujei Lozano. That would be number 47, 49, 50, and 51 on your criminal docket.
Okay, that's CR 1909192-I, CR 1805249-I. I'm sorry. Oh, you're not representing on all of them, right?
Actually, Judge, we did file a notice to substitute counsel on the other cases.
Okay.
Which will be the CR 20. So the other ones with CR 20, those are the ones that we filed the substitute counsel, and we have been representing her on the CR 19 cases.
Okay, so then let me take up that first on CR 1805249-I, CR 20036616-I, CR 20036617-I, and CR 20036630-I. Does the state have any opposition on the motion for substitution of counsel?
No objection, Judge.
Okay, the court will grant that substitution. And on all the cases that are before the court today, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Judge, we have reached an agreement with the state in reference to all the cases. If we can just get a quick reset, maybe for like a week or two. So the ADA, Melissa Lozano, she has already forwarded me the paperwork. So we just need to set it up for a plea.
Okay, and I did see your client on.
Yes, Judge, she is on.
Okay, that's fine. We can do September 9th at 1:30. Is that enough time or did you need more?
No, Judge, that should be sufficient. Ms. Lozano, she has already emailed me the paperwork, so I will be meeting with my client tomorrow.
Okay, September 9th at 1:30. Your client is Spanish speaking, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Castañeda, can you please let Ms. Lozano know to return on September 9th at 1:30?
Ms. Lozano, su próxima corte es el día 9 de septiembre a la 1:30 de la tarde.
Okay, anything else, Ms. Ramirez?
That's all we have with this honorable court, Judge. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. Have a wonderful day.
Likewise. Attorney Eric Flores?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I have number 21 on this morning's criminal docket is Zachary Davis.
Okay, CR 20-3593-I. Mr. Davis, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we have a pending felony that we have recently been notified about. Your Honor, so at this time, I know the state will probably request a continuance or a reset, and we have no objection to that, Your Honor.
Okay, has this, is it still at intake or has it already been indicted?
It's at intake, Judge.
It's at intake, okay. Okay, given the nature of the offense, I can go out a little further than usual and see. So let's go ahead and come back on November the 4th. And let's see if they've already indicted it by then. So it'll be November 4th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. Be excused.
You certainly may.
Have a good day, Your Honor. Be safe.
Likewise. Attorney Carlos Galvan?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 30 on your docket, Angel de la Cruz Gallardo.
Okay, and is Mr. Gallardo present?
My understanding is he is, Your Honor.
Angel de la Cruz Gallardo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, please turn your camera on. Okay, it's CR 20-11927-I, State of Texas versus Angel de la Cruz Gallardo. Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we're going to be applying for PTD. Prerequisite to that was that he paid off the restitution. We've already done that. Now we're just gathering a few last documents to submit his application.
Okay. And how much time do you need?
Your Honor, if we could get 30 days, that would be great.
Okay, and 30 days, we'll come back to see if he's already applied for it and has done everything that he needs to submit the PTD packet so that we can keep it going.
Thank you, Your Honor.
September 30th at 9:30.
30. Thank you, Your Honor. May he be excused? I have one other case on your docket.
Okay, Mr. Gallardo, you may be excused, sir. We'll see you on September 30th at 9:30. Please stay in close contact with your attorney so that you can submit your packet before that date.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, which other case do you have, Mr. Galvan?
Your Honor, I'm standing in for Monica Galvan on number 40 on your docket, Bruno Hernandez.
Okay, and is Mr. Hernandez present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that is CR 20-6-200-I, State of Texas versus Bruno Hernandez. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, Ms. Galvan has received the plea documents from the state. She just received them recently and she needs time to meet with Mr. Hernandez to sign him up. So if we could get a short reset, maybe 2 weeks, it should be set for a plea.
Okay, September 9th or September 16th?
The 16th, Your Honor.
Okay, that'll be September 16th at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Attorney Jonathan Almanza?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I'm here on number 15 in the court's docket, CR-20-02761-I, Daniela Chavetti.
Okay, and is Ms. Chavetti present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I talked to the state about this. This was the last time we were here. We were asking about the videos. The state said there is no videos. I talked to McAllen PD about just getting an affidavit of no records. This would be my client's first conviction. She's not eligible for PTD, so I don't want to plead her out without seeing if there is video. There was 3 officers on scene. My client's defense is that she was the non-aggressor, was self-defense. So I talked to the state that if we can get an affidavit of records, I'll talk to my client about working out a plea deal. But until that, I just don't feel comfortable pleading her out until we get an affidavit of no records.
And what did they tell you? Are they going to give you the affidavit?
McAllen PD told me that I had to go to the DA's office, and then the state, and I just emailed them today. So to be fair, they said for me to go to McAllen PD. So I'll work that out with Gabby and see if, McAllen PD is telling me to go to the DA's office for that affidavit of no records. And Gabby responded to me today saying, that's usually what McAllen PD does, but I'll work it out with them before our next hearing, Your Honor. And if we're not able to get the videos, I'll talk to my client about it and where we stand on the potential plea. They are offering 6 months probation, Your Honor. But like I said, I just don't want to give her first conviction with no videos or anything like that.
Oh, the beauty of bureaucracy, right? Okay. So how much time do you need?
Your Honor, if we can just have, 30 day, whatever your next 30-day setting is next month.
Okay, September 30th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. Me and my client have no further matters with the court, Your Honor. May you be excused.
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a nice day.
Likewise. Mr. Solis, did you find your clients?
Judge, Mr. Eligio Barrera, number 11, we did get in touch and he should be logged in.
Okay, so CR 1714469-I, State of Texas versus Eligio Barrera. I'm recalling that case. Mr. Barrera, are you present?
Yes, Judge, he's wearing a cap with some shades. I see him.
Okay, tell him to remove the cap and the shades then.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Barrera, I don't think he's connected to audio. I think we lost. Did we lose him?
Hello?
Okay, Mr.
Hello?
Barrera, I need for you
Yes,
to
ma'am. Okay.
remove your cap
Oh,
and
yeah.
remove your
Yes, ma'am.
sunglasses, sir.
How you doing, sorry?
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Solis, what is your announcement?
Judge, in this case, Mr. De La Fuente is attempting to get an ADR. I believe that has been denied. So Mr. De La Fuente was seeking a reconsideration and he just asking for 30 more days for that, Your Honor.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
No, Judge.
Okay. Then have them come back on September the 30th at 9:30, but I want to know what we're going to do at that time because it's a 17 case.
Yes, Judge, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, well, Mr. Barrera, do you have a mobile device or an interlock device, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so we'll see you on September 30th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge,
Yes.
I also have another client with the pending felony number 31, Mr. Vicente Gamez, and I do see him logged in as well.
Okay, Mr. Gamez, can you please announce yourself? Vicente Daniel Gamez. Is he English speaking or Spanish speaking?
I believe he's Spanish, Your Honor. He's
English.
there we go.
Okay, turn on your camera, sir.
Yes.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, in this case, there is a pending felony and intake. That's the reason this case has been prolonged. I'm not sure if the state has any indication of that felony.
Mr. Nguyen, do you still show that at intake?
Yes, Judge, I still see it in intake, Judge.
Okay, let's go ahead and come back on November the 4th at 9:30 and we'll see where we're at with that.
Yes, Judge. And just to inform the court, number 72, Mr. Mario Ochoa. My office is attempting to make contact with him, Your Honor, and he's not answering his phone, so I don't believe he's present.
Okay. Now, was he notified of today's hearing?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right, so we'll just call him at the end of the docket, and if not, then we'll go ahead and NISI him.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Am I excused as well?
Yes,
thank
Mr.
you.
Gomez, you are also excused.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Oscar Vega.
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, I have number 16.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Cisneros is also on. Judge,
Okay,
I would ask.
And let me just call the case, CR 20-06880-I, State of Texas versus Jesus Alberto Cisneros. Mr. Cisneros, are you present?
Yes, Judge, I'm present.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, I just need about 3 weeks so we can wrap this case up. My client's trying to move and find employment. So we need to, if I could take care of this case. I think in 3 weeks, it's not a very difficult case.
Okay, so you want me to set you up for a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is September 16th enough time?
It is. They just got to get the discovery to me so I can review it with my client.
Okay, and is the motion on file? Do they already
Yes.
have? Okay.
I forwarded to them, so they should have it.
Judge, I don't see it on file.
It should be. I filed it this morning. It got
Oh,
accepted.
this recording, okay, I checked since.
Okay, if the discovery can be exchanged so that they can, y'all can work out that plea. So I'll set you for September 16th at 1:30.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
That's all. May I be excused?
You certainly may, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
Attorney. Yes, sir. Okay, Attorney Rick Montalvo.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I have, first I have 60 and 61 in the court's criminal docket, Your Honor.
Okay,
It's Giovanni Zachary Mireles.
okay, and is Mr. Mireles present?
He is,
Okay, Mr. Mireles, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, that's CR 21-03146-I and CR 21-03145-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we've submitted the pretrial diversion packets. Just yesterday, I emailed them to Mr. Daniel Gonzalez.
Okay. Mr. Mireles, do you happen to have a alcohol monitoring device, either mobile or interlock?
Yes, Your Honor, I have an interlock.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do we have a report on him?
No, Judge, if I can get the companies, I can request reports, Judge.
Mr. Mireles, who do you have your interlock device with?
Smart Start on Joe's. Yes, it's Joe's.
Smart Start? Okay.
Yes,
What is your phone number, Mr. Mireles?
it's 956-720-7454.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll come back on September the 30th, Mr. Montalvo, just so I can get a report on his interlock device.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then we'll see if we even have a status on your PTD packet acceptance or what they're going to do. If not, we'll have to give you an additional status.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll return Mr. Mireles on September the 30th at 9:30, sir. Okay, anything else, Mr. Montalvo?
Yes, Your Honor. I also have number 84 in the court's criminal docket. That's Francisco Javier Rodriguez.
Okay, Mr. Mireles, you are excused. Okay, that's CR 1606606-I, State of Texas versus Francisco Javier Moreno Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez, are you present? Francisco Rodriguez, are you present?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we've requested a jury trial of this, and that's primarily why it's been delayed.
Okay. Mr. Rodriguez, do you have a mobile alcohol monitoring device or an interlock device?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Okay. Okay, so, Mr. Montalvo, I really don't have to, since he doesn't have a device, we can wait a little bit further. As you know, I'm not prepared at this time to give you any dates for any jury trial settings.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
However, I will have you come back on January the 27th
Yes, Your Honor.
at 9:30. And then let's see if we're in a hopefully different position by then.
Understood.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, we'll see you back on January 27th at 9:30, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Montalvo?
No, Your Honor, that's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Chris Mulder.
She didn't say I was excused.
Yes, you're excused, Mr. Rodriguez.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I have Gloria Nagel. She is number 69 and 70 on your docket.
Okay, and is Ms. Nagel present?
She is, as of a minute or two ago, I saw her. Let's see. Yes, there she is.
Okay, and that is CR 118872-I and CR 119057-I.
Yeah.
And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Well, Judge, I'm still in negotiations with the state. They've given me the restitution amount, which we are happy to pay. We don't need a payment plan or anything. I can put a check in the mail. It was suggested that she apply for the pretrial diversion, but she lives in Dallas, so I don't think she's able to make the monthly trip down to Hidalgo County. So we're looking for an alternate way to resolve it with the restitution paid. So that's kind of where we're at. I think we're very close to having it resolved without a trial, but we're not quite there yet.
Okay, so I'm going to encourage the state and y'all to continue talking quickly because this is a very old case. And since you already have the restitution amount and it can be paid, I'm sure something can be worked out.
I agree.
So,
I'm very optimistic about it.
Okay, so Ms. Wadena and Mr. Wind, how much time do you need to get with Mr. Mulder with how to resolve this matter?
About 30 days, Judge. It'll be fine.
Okay, so do you want to be on the morning docket or the afternoon docket?
9:30 is fine.
Okay, so then we're gonna come back on September 30th at 9:30 and I would like to see some resolution at that time.
Hopefully we'll have some plea papers signed by that time.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor, that's all I've got.
Okay, y'all may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Jaime Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Your Honor, I don't have anything on your docket. I'm actually standing in for Jorge Ortegon. I don't know what number it is on your docket, though. I do have the cause number. It is going to be on CR 20-05035I, State of Texas versus Sayelit Peralta.
Number 73, Your Honor.
Thank you. Yeah, we don't go in any particular number or in that order, so. Okay, and is Ms. Peralta present?
I did see her earlier, Your Honor.
Sayelit, Sayelit, Peralta. Ms. Peralta, are you present? Okay, CR 20-05035-I, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, as instructed by Mr. Ortegon, he is requesting more time from the court. My understanding is there's some type of ADR. I don't know if there's an agreement already or not, but he did request more time to gather everything required for that ADR.
Okay, what says the state?
Yes, Judge, we provided defense counsel with an ADR recommendation.
Okay. So he has the ADR recommendation. And so now he wants to do he needs to do the paperwork for it.
Your Honor, all he told me, he's in a TRO hearing, contested matter with Katie Klein, and he asked me to send in. The only instruction he gave me or request from the court really is to ask for more time so he could gather everything needed for ADR. That's
Okay.
the only instruction I got.
And how much time is he needing?
Your Honor, he didn't tell me. I think 30 days would suffice.
Okay, then September 30th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let Ms. Peralta know to return on September 30th at 9:30.
Ms. Peralta, su próxima corte es el día 30 de septiembre a las 9:30 de la mañana.
And I'll have Mr. Ortegon's office contact her as well, Your Honor.
Okay, está bien. Okay. All right, anything else, Counselor?
Nothing further before your honorable court. May I be excused?
You certainly may, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a good day.
Likewise. Attorney Dennis Ramirez?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I have a 4 on your docket. The first one is number 3.
Okay, CR 21-02424-I, State of Texas versus Luis Salinas.
Yes, Your Honor, this is set for arraignment. However, I have not had any luck communicating with my client. It's been reset before. I was appointed back in the spring, and all 3 of the letters I've sent to him have been returned. I believe it's a service issue. I've tried to get with the Sheriff's Department and Indigent Defense, but that is the only address, and there's no bondsman either, so I cannot get a hold of him, Your Honor.
Oh, wow. Okay, so, and the letters have all been returned?
Correct, Judge.
Okay, so what are you requesting then? What do you want to do? Because, I mean, you're doing what you can. That's the last known address.
I guess, Your Honor,
It's
maybe,
being returned. He doesn't have notice of the hearing. So I don't want to NISA him because that's not just.
Your Honor, I do have access to a search engine that may be able to identify him. So in light of that, I will ask for some more time to try to locate him.
Okay, how much time are you requesting?
30 days, Judge.
Okay. Let's go ahead and come back on October the 7th,
Thank you, Judge.
and that'll be at 9:30.
The next one I have is number 65.
Number 65?
Yes.
Okay. CR 1915081-I, State of Texas versus Christopher Moreno. Is Mr. Moreno present?
He is, Judge.
Mr. Moreno, can you please announce yourself? Christopher Moreno. Do you see him on your screen anywhere?
I don't, Your Honor. I'm looking, but I had texted him at 9:30 and then just recently here, and he was logged in.
I can recall the case if you'd like.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, what other case do you have?
68.
CR 21-01005-I, State of Texas versus Morima, Morima Navarro. Is Miss Navarro present?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, she has completed what was requested of us from the ADR or from the DA to complete the ADR. I believe they did want to do one more drug test, so I think that's the only thing pending. So we can have 2-3 weeks, and it may be done administratively, Your Honor.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
Does the defense counsel know when that she could do her UA? Or
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. It went out.
I
What?
said that, does the defense counsel know when that the defendant could do her UA?
Oh, okay. When is she going to do her UA, Mr. Ramirez?
Judge, she can do it here in the next 2 weeks, or not even that long, but for sure in the next 2 weeks.
No, it's either like in the next day or 2 or Monday. I'm not gonna give that much time.
Then certainly Monday or tomorrow, Judge. Certainly I'll work around.
Okay,
with
Ms.
work.
Navarro, when are you available to do your UA, your urine analysis?
I can do it on Monday.
Okay, so let's get the letter ready and sent out for Monday.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. And then once that's done, how much time do you need?
I believe that's the only thing pending for the ADR to be completed, Your Honor. I have the certificate of completion of the course, which was the only other requirement. So I don't know how long the state would need to submit everything.
Judge, I don't see the certificate on our end.
I think, did you say, Mr. Ramirez, that she had to take the course or she's still pending the course?
No, she completed it. I'm sorry, Your Honor. On August 2nd, I have the certificate of completion and the receipt for the program. So I'll make sure the DA, I'll resend to the DA to make sure they have that.
Okay, well, let's just see where we're at. Go ahead and come back on October the 7th
Thank you,
at
Judge.
9:30.
And the next one I have is number 27, 28, and 29, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Navarro, you're excused until October 7th at 9:30, and I expect that you'll show up for your UA on Monday.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, CR 20-09644-I, CR 20-00562-I, and CR 20-09645-I, State of Texas versus Adrian Echevarria. So is Mr. Echevarria present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir, please turn on your camera.
I'll do that.
There's a little video. There you go.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay, what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, on this one, because it's the 3 cases, I have been working with the state. I don't have a recommendation yet. I have confirmed with my client, I've received discovery, so I do need a reset date to get a plea deal on this, or to get a plea offer to discuss with my client.
Okay, were the waivers of arraignment submitted?
We had analyzed those, Your Honor, and if they're not on the record, I can make sure they're filed today by the end of the day.
Okay,
Arraigned on the record, and we're supposed to get those waivers in addition.
okay. So yeah, just get that in, please. Okay, so you need a recommendation. Just go ahead and email the state asking for the recommendation, and then they'll go ahead and give you a.
No.
Hold on.
Can I get a letter?
They'll go ahead and send you a recommendation, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, so go ahead and just come back on October the 7th on those as well. If you work it out between now and then, just contact the court and we can move them to the plea docket.
Okay, Judge, I'm sending a request as we speak to the DAs so that we can get that process going.
Okay.
And my other client, Your Honor, has not responded. That was back to number 65. I did call him also. I muted myself to call him and he did not answer. He was on earlier, but maybe the court can recall this so I can get him on.
Okay, he'll have till the end of the docket. Did he have notice of today's hearing?
He did, Your Honor, and he confirmed yesterday receipt of the Zoom invite. And this morning he had also confirmed that he was on, but I don't know what happened. So I'll make sure to get him back on.
Okay, go ahead and contact him.
Thank you.
Okay, so your other client, what was his name? The one that we just.
Oh, Mr. Echevarria.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Echevarria, you are excused, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Mr. Ramirez, we'll give you till the end of the docket. We still have quite a bit left anyway.
Thank you, and I'll check back in with the court. I'll be temporarily excused with your permission.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, Attorney Cynthia Cantu del Bosque.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 100 and 101 on the docket.
Okay. That is CR 20-09073-I and CR 20-02129-I, State of Texas versus Cynthia Uriegas, and is Ms. Uriegas present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, on this particular matter, we're applying for a pretrial diversion. We had some questions for the state as to how to proceed with that application, since she has 2 charges for which there is a different process. We've clarified that with the state now. We would just ask for a reset so that we can get that application appropriately filed.
Okay, Ms. Soto, what's the newest report on Ms. Uriegas?
The news report for the past month, Judge, has no violations.
Well, Ms. Uriegas, that is a vast improvement from the last time you're here, and I do commend you on your hard work. How are you doing?
Good, Your Honor.
How's your daughter?
She's good.
Okay. You need to keep it up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and give you an opportunity, Ms. Cantu del Bosque, to work that out. How much time are you asking for, ma'am?
Judge, we can have at least 30 to 45 days reset.
Okay. Let's go ahead and come back on October the 14th.
Thank you.
At 9:30.
Very well, Your Honor. That's all the business I have before this honorable court. May I be excused?
Yes, Ms. Uriegas, keep up the good work, okay?
Okay.
Oh, Ms. Uriegas, were you able to find a job after all?
Yes.
Okay, good deal, good deal. All right. Okay, nothing further. We'll see you on October the 14th at 9:30, Ms. Uriegas.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Attorney Reggie Richardson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, ma'am.
I have number 105, Judge.
Okay, that is CR 20-05358-I, State of Texas versus Robin, ROBYN, Zamora.
Yes, good morning, Judge. Reggie Richardson for the defendant. This is a transferred case. As of 6/29, we hadn't received discovery. As to her presence, Judge, I was just clarifying some confusion on her email address. I cannot represent to the court at this time that she for certain received an email notice. We did attempt to call her as well. That went unresponded, but we also follow up with emails, Judge, with the information. I would respectfully ask for the court to grant a very brief continuance, and for the state, if they could forward me the discovery on this case.
Okay, so do you need an opportunity to make sure that you have good contact information for your client?
Yes.
And also receive discovery.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Actually, Judge, you know what? I did receive the discovery. I apologize. I did. So we're good on that matter. If the court would just allow me to confirm that I do have good information for her.
Okay, and how much time are you requesting, counselor?
Whatever the court can accommodate, Judge, no more than 2 weeks.
Okay. Let's come back on September the 16th at 9:30.
Very well, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you for calling my case. That's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Attorney Austin Oxford?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have a couple of cases on your docket. The first one is number 75, State of Texas versus Miguel Zárate.
Okay, that's CR 17-04630-I, State of Texas versus Miguel Pitalua Zárate. And I do see him on.
Yes, Judge. We have applied on multiple occasions for the PTD program. He's just, he can't get a driver's license, so he's been denied multiple times. So at this point, Judge, we're going to be asking for a motion to suppress, a date for a motion to suppress. And my client would not be waiving confrontation. So I don't know when the court would be wanting to set us for that.
Okay.
And in the meantime, Judge, in the interim, we'll be conferring with the state to see if we can't work something out.
Okay, when are you filing your motion to suppress?
I can do that this afternoon, Judge.
Okay, so go ahead and file an order setting hearing with your motion to suppress, requesting an in-person, and we are reviewing those. Right now, I cannot tell you when it will be that I will be hearing those in person. Unfortunately, I don't know if y'all saw today, but the numbers reflect that we lost 20 people. Today's death count for the COVID-19 is 20 people. That is absolutely just devastating. So I cannot tell you when I will have in person, however, get it on file so I don't lose track of this case. So I'm just gonna set a tickler for myself for September the 3rd to make sure that the MTS was filed. File an order setting hearing requesting in person, and we'll get that reviewed and set.
Very well, Judge, we'll do that today.
Okay, and Mr. Pitalua, do you have a mobile device or an interlock device? Or neither? Okay, he froze. So do you know Mr. Oxford? Okay, there he goes. Sir, do you have a mobile device or an interlock device?
Miguel.
Miguel. Oh, is he a Spanish speaker?
Sí, por favor.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, ask him if he has a mobile alcohol monitoring device or an interlock device.
Mr. Pitalua, ¿tiene usted un dispositivo de carro o móvil?
Tengo el dispositivo de carro.
The interlock.
Okay, Ms. Soto, are you showing that?
Yes, Judge, he has his interlock device with Safeguard, Judge, and the report for the past 2 months did not have any violations.
Okay. Okay. All right, Mr. Oxford, anything else on this case?
On this case, no, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, let him know that he is excused.
Mr. Pitalúa se puede retirar.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, your next case?
I've got numbers 76 through 80, Judge. Connie Ramos.
Okay, that is CR 21-05501-I, CR 19-01968-I, CR 19-01969-I, CR 19-03178-I, and CR 19-03179-I, the state of Texas versus Connie Jolene Ramos. Is Ms. Ramos present?
I did see her on just a few minutes ago, Judge.
I'm here. I'm here. Can you?
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, on this one, the court set us set a brief status. They wanted to see status on her device. She does have a new charge, a relatively new charge, Judge. It's a 2021 case. And so we're trying to, I tried to reach out to the DA's office yesterday, and it's nothing to do with either of the two ADAs in this court. I wasn't able to get through to the operator, and I don't have either of their cell phones, Judge. So I was trying to reach out to them to see how we could possibly resolve this, but so I could get some time to speak with Mr. Nguyen or Ms. Guerrena about these cases, see how we can resolve these.
Okay, so when you say a new charge, is it a new misdemeanor charge or a new felony?
It's a relatively new felony, Judge. It's a new DWI. It's a 2021. We've been here on it before, but
Your Honor, if I may?
Yes.
Judge, the new DWI second that she has is number 76. There is a felony, which is an evading, but I don't believe that indictment has been processed.
Okay. So then maybe you got mixed up, Mr. Oxford, because the new felony that she has pending is not a DWI, it's something else. The new DWI she has is the number 76, which is her arrest date was March 31st of this year.
right, and that's what I meant, Judge. But by
Okay.
relatively new DWI.
Okay. Ms. Soto, what's the report on Ms. Ramos?
Judge, she has her mobile device with a safeguard. I'm showing report dated July 30th of 2021 to August 25th of 2021. She had 23 skip tests, Judge. She is skipping the morning test.
Okay, Ms. Ramos, what's the deal with you missing the morning test?
I take a sleeping medication. I'm not gonna make excuses. I just always have a hard time waking up. I'm not gonna make excuses, Judge. I'm prescribed Ambien to go to sleep. I have ADHD and bipolar depression, so it's hard for me to sleep, and I always end up falling asleep very late, like at 5 in the morning, and I sleep straight through it. But I'm not gonna make an excuse, Judge.
Ms. Ramos, look, just looking at unfortunately your record, there's some issues there, and you know there's issues there. And I don't want to have to revoke your bond and have you be incarcerated where I know that you're not going to be on the road and you're not going to be picking up any more charges, and where I know that our community will be safe.
Oh, yes.
So you either start getting up somehow to make that morning test.
Yes, ma'am.
Or else I will have no choice than to incarcerate you. Do you understand me?
Absolutely, I understand you.
So if you don't want that to happen, then you need to take that test the way you're supposed to. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor, I do.
And if I remember correctly, you do have children. Is that correct?
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay.
And
we had a conversation about this the last time.
yes, yes.
So, you know, I know you want to be there for your kiddos.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I don't mean to. I'm sorry. Let me just
It's
get the
okay.
baby out real quick.
It's okay.
I don't mean to disrespect you or anything. I'm sorry. Can I just mute it really fast?
Sure. Mr. Oxford, just have a conversation with her that she does need to make all the tests. If not, the next time that she comes before me, if she has violations, I will be looking at revoking her bond, and I don't want to be forced to do that, okay?
I understand, Judge, and I'll have a conversation with her about that this afternoon.
Okay, is your client in Alcoholics Anonymous right now?
I'm not aware of that, Judge. I do believe, Connie, were you hospitalized at some point last year, or am I thinking of someone else?
Yes, I was hospitalized.
Okay, Ms. Ramos, are you attending any Alcoholics Anonymous courses?
I've attended random Zoom meetings online, not officially, but I did, and I'm grateful for everything that's happened, and I was really lost, and I'm doing better than ever. So, but yeah, no, Your Honor, I'm not in any, not right now.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I can hear you. All right, let's go ahead and return. I'm gonna have you return on.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Ms. Rivera, did we open up September 23rd? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Judge, I was on mute. We have a 21st, Judge, available.
Okay, let me have her come in on September the 21st, just so I can continue to monitor her. September 21st at 9:30.
And that's just going to be a status, Judge, on how she's doing?
Yes. Yes. So then you're still not sure what you're going to do to deal with all of these cases?
Judge, I had a plan. I had an idea of how I wanted to proceed prior to this new DWI and just finding out about the new felony. So I think I'm just going to have to kind of take a step back and see how it is that I'm gonna proceed with this new case, with the new DWI and the new felony.
Okay, let me ask you, when did she pick up the new felony? When was that arrest date?
Judge, I was unaware of that new felony. The new case that I was talking about, when I said relatively new, I meant the March DWI. So today is the first that I'm really hearing about a new felony charge.
Can
It was
the
out of
state
the
tell
same
me?
transaction. Yes, Judge.
Okay. It was out of the March?
Was it out of the same one?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see how Ms. Ramos is doing on September the 21st at 9:30 and just continue to talk to the state and explore some options. And I do, we can't always look at just the offenses. You also have to look at the defendant and the needs that that defendant may have. So I want you all to take into account the totality. If she's on medications, what's going on there? I don't want any defendant to be set up for failure. So in talking with the state and trying to come up with the deal, I do not ever want to become a cookie cutter court, okay? That's not who I am. So we need to look at the defendant as a whole, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and I do believe in rehabilitation wholeheartedly. So I want to see what we can do. She's told you that she suffers from depression. She suffers from bipolar disorder. She suffers from ADHD. She suffers from insomnia. I mean, those are serious illnesses, okay? So we need to find something that's going to fit the situation. So I'm just going to encourage you all to keep talking, but I want to monitor her. So Ms. Ramos, right now, I understand the situation that you're in, and I know you're going through a lot as well, but I'm going to monitor you. Unfortunately, you have given me no choice because of the nature and the number of DWIs that you have in my court. So I'm going to have you come back on September the 21st at 9:30. I don't want any missed tests, and I don't want any late tests. I don't want any skip tests. And I don't want any alcohol violations. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I thank you for your words, your understanding, and it's, you know.
And so we're gonna look at how you're doing, but you have to do your part as well, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, yes, Mr. Oxford.
I mean, and in talking about alternatives and trying to get creative, are there alternate windows that she can where she can blow if she's got this insomnia and she's taking Ambien? Is there anything that we can do in terms of alternate windows where she can blow and do her breathalyzer tests?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow Ms. Soto to have a conversation with her about that. Ms. Ramos will be required to turn in a letter from her doctor where the prescription of the Ambien was given to her, and Ms. Soto will review that and confirm the dosage. And also, but I mean, Ms. Ramos also has to do her part, such as if you're going to take Ambien and you know that the effects are whatever, 8 hours, 10 hours, I have no idea, then you need to be in bed at a certain hour. It sounds like she has little ones. I don't know that it's very easy for a parent to get in bed, you know, at an early time when you have children. All of that, it's just very liquid. You know what I mean? There's not a set way to do it. But I trust Ms. Soto's expertise and her years of experience, and she'll be able to assess the situation. So if Ms. Ramos can get a letter from her doctor, just so that the doctor can put forth all the medications that she is being prescribed and any possible side effects that they may have, and Ms. Soto can have the information that she needs to have a good conversation with Ms. Ramos. And I trust Ms. Soto's judgment. And if adjustments need to be made on the windows, then they'll be made according to how Ms. Soto sees fit. Okay?
Very well, Judge. Is there a time that, or would Ms. Soto want to speak with Ms. Ramos sometime prior to the September 21st hearing?
Well, Ms. Ramos, how much time do you need to get that letter from your doctor?
Usually I see a psychiatrist. I see him every month, but I believe my next appointment isn't, because I just saw him. I'm sorry. Let me leave the room. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Let me go to the bathroom real quick. Or I don't know. That's the only place I can get a little quiet. I have a Dr. Forces who I see with the tropical program, and I've been with them for a few years now. And but I do take 4 medications. So yeah, I'm gonna call today and see the soonest that I can get that information for you. But I'm sure I can get it within the next 4 weeks. An appointment with him, or is it an appointment that you need, or just for me to get the?
No, Ms. Ramos, I just need for you to get a letter that the doctor, the doctor is going to list all the medications that you're on, and possible side effects.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And that way we have the proof of what you are taking are prescribed medications. Okay.
Oh, yes.
And that you're not self-medicating.
Oh, no, I have the bottle here if you'd like to see it.
No, ma'am. And so I need for you to get that letter and get that to, you know, and then you're going to call Ms. Soto, your probation officer, so that you need to make arrangements to get that letter to Ms. Soto so that she can review it. And then she's going to look into it. And Ms. Soto's been a probation officer for many, many years. Mm-hmm. So she's seen all different types of situations.
Yes.
So she's extremely experienced in this area. So I'm going to rely on her expertise and her knowledge. So she cannot make an informed decision as to whether or not you qualify for an adjustment of the window in time unless she has all that information. Okay.
Yes,
so I need for you to get that as soon as possible.
Yes, ma'am. I'll work on getting it within the next, 3 days or by the end of the week.
Okay. Let's try to get that letter realistically by September the 3rd. Okay.
Okay.
And then
I
I
could
need
definitely
for
get
you-
it by then.
Okay, make contact with Miss Soto before then. What is your phone number, Miss Ramos?
It's 956-599-5601.
Okay,
Can I give you an extra number just in case?
sure.
It's 956-570-0263, and that's my husband's phone number, Diego Montes.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
sometimes I'm with the kids and, or they have my phone and they won't tell me somebody called and I don't want to mess up.
Oh, I understand. I have a 6-year-old niece and some nephews that don't let go of our phones. So I understand. So why don't you, I'm going to give you till September the 3rd, get that letter, contact Miss Soto. If Miss Soto hasn't heard from you by September the 3rd, if Miss Soto can do me a favor and assist the court and follow up with her and ask her for the status of the letter, okay? And that's the best that we can do, Ms. Ramos, and I'm really going out on a limb here.
I
okay?
really appreciate it. I really appreciate I know. I really appreciate it. I really do.
Okay, so Mr. Oxford, we'll see you back here on September the 21st at 9:30 on this case, okay?
Very well, Judge. May
Okay.
we be excused?
Yes, you may be excused.
Judge, have a good day to you
Thank
and
you
your
so
staff.
much.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Al Alvarez?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, I am on the court for an individual, Rito. Let me see what I got here. Molina Jr., CR 21-02968-I.
Okay, do you happen to know what number it is on the docket?
No, I don't, Judge. In fact,
63, Judge.
63? Okay, give me one moment. Okay, CR 21-02968-I, State of Texas versus Rito Molina Jr. Is Mr. Molina present?
Judge, he's probably not present because we have not notified him because the two numbers, we're court appointed. The two numbers that were on the court appointed paperwork do not work. So we haven't been able to contact him about this particular hearing.
Okay, do you have an address for him that perhaps you can send him the next notice?
We do, Your Honor.
Okay, so
Judge,
let's
if I
go.
may?
Yes,
I apologize. Mr. Rito called this morning. He advised he's homeless, but I did give him the call-in number and he was borrowing a phone. It might be him on that called-in number at the last screen.
okay, Mr. Molina, can you hear me? Mr. Molina? Okay.
Hello?
Mr. Molina,
Hello?
yes, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, one moment. Okay, Mr. Alvarez, you can go ahead and proceed.
Okay, Judge, well, this is a status. I think we had requested a jury trial. The problem is, Judge, that the last entry in my phone says that he was supposed to be present in person. So I just want to let the court know that.
It's fine. Okay. So then what are we going to do in this case, given that his situation? I don't know how it's going to be easy for you to get a hold of him after today. So, Mr. Alvarez, have you talked to the state to see if maybe something can be done quickly?
Let me get a hold of the prosecutor after the court's hearing, Judge, and see if we can resolve this matter, because it's going to be hard to get a hold of him.
Okay, Mr. Molina, do you have a
Yes.
phone number where you will be at today, sir?
My uncle has a phone number, but miss, I already served 50 days on that already, miss. I already got 50 days credit already, miss.
I understand that, and that's something your attorney's going to discuss with the state. So, but I do need a phone number where he can call you so that he
Uncle,
can
you-
let you know what they're going to try and work out for you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am, but I don't have a job. I'm homeless. I don't have no ID. I ain't got no place to stay. I ain't got a phone. I don't have nothing, miss.
Yes, sir, I understand that, and your attorney's aware of that, so he's gonna work with the circumstance that you're in. But he
Yes, ma'am.
needs to be able to get a hold of you so he can discuss your options.
Hang on, my uncle's gonna write it down, and because I sleep in the alley behind his house. So, but he'll contact. I mean, here's his number right here, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
You ready, Your Honor?
Yes, I
Yes, Your
am.
Honor. Yes, ma'am. It's 956-278-1116.
Okay. Your attorney is Mr. Alvarez. When somebody from his office contacts your uncle on this phone, please instruct your uncle to tell you immediately, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Mr. Alvarez is now aware of your situation and he's going to see what can possibly be done. The state is now aware and the court is now aware, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And
So-
Your Honor.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am. No. I was gonna tell you that I'm having a difficulty getting my ID back. I know who stole it, but I'm having a hard time with a bunch of stuff, miss. I mean, how do I go about doing that, miss?
Okay, that's something you might want to speak to your attorney about when he has an
Okay.
opportunity to contact you.
Yes. Okay, good
Okay.
deal.
So he's
Yes,
still
ma'am.
gonna be in court for some of today. So as soon as he's done and he has a chance to call the state, it may not be
Yes, ma'am.
today, maybe tomorrow. Just make sure that they get a hold of you, okay?
Your Honor, you know, I just want to let you know and have it on docket that the guy who pressed charges on me on this charge right here, he's the one that has my ID. He's the one that stole my ID.
Okay, that's something that you'll discuss with your attorney.
Okay.
And
Good deal.
okay, so.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Mr. Alvarez, how much time are you requesting, sir?
Just a couple of weeks, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go ahead and come back on September the 16th. And do you want to be on the status docket or the plea docket?
The status docket, Your Honor.
Okay, September 16th at 9:30. Mr. Molina, you're gonna call back in on September
ma'am.
16th at 9:30, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I will, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So it's not going to be the same number. So your attorney's gonna give you some information to be able to call in. And if for some reason you miss his call, you can call us the way you did today, and we'll give you the information so you can call in, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Alvarez, I'll give you an opportunity to work up the case, and then we'll see you back here on September the 16th at 9:30.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, any other case, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Am
Well,
I
you are- Yes, you are excused. You have a good day, Mr. Molina.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mama. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
You go, sir.
Attorney Jose Osuna?
Morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. We have number 99 on the court's docket, CR 20-09086I, State of Texas versus Gustavo Trevino. Mr. Trevino is present. I'll respectfully ask that he unmute himself and acknowledge the court.
I'm here.
Yes, Your Honor. The state has informed me that they have not made a decision on his pretrial diversion application because they have not been able to reach the victim. So they're still making a decision. We are humbly asking for a reset for that reason, and obviously that changes the risk analysis. And so I'd like to have an opportunity to bring Mr. Trevino in and let him know what that means for his case, because it obviously improves it. So we're just humbly asking for 30 days.
Okay, October 7th at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor. We also have State of Texas, I'm sorry, it's number 103, Your Honor, State of Texas versus Alejandro Manuel Ibarra. That's CR 20-03166I. Your Honor, and so Mr. Ibarra, would you just please unmute yourself and acknowledge the court?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ibarra. Your Honor, the facts in this case are straightforward. The law, not so much. I'm about 70% done with my research. I suspect that we're going to be asking for a suppression hearing. I have no problem with waiving Mr. Ibarra's rights to confrontation, but it is important to me that I be effective for him. I have filed a motion requesting that this court order the officer to have his offense report with him in case I need to impeach him or refresh his memory. I can only affect it. Please mute yourself for the moment, Mr. Ibarra. I can only do that if, and Ms. Bianca was gracious enough to kind of give us some logistical information yesterday. And she said that the court would allow me to have screen share. I would also ask that the court order the officer to set his Zoom to speaker mode, so that if I have to impeach him with something, he can actually see what I'm impeaching him with. I don't mean to be indulgent, Your Honor, but my client has a constitutional right to have me be effective. So I filed my motion, Your Honor. We would ask for a hearing on that matter, and then based on the outcome of that, we would know for sure if we can waive confrontation.
Okay, so your motion is on file and so is the order setting hearing?
Yes, Your Honor, but it was just accepted this morning, so I don't know if it's viewable to the court yet.
Okay, so I see Ms. Rivera shaking her head. So we'll go ahead and get that set for you and I'll grant your request. Have you specifically outlined that in your order or in your subpoenas?
Yes, Your Honor, my authorities are included in the motion. I did make what I feel to be very specific requests. My order is also addressed to the officer, so the officer has notice of what we're asking for. I've included what I feel to be basic instructions for the officer to follow and a link to Zoom's instructions, because obviously he may not trust me, but he can trust Zoom. So yes, Your Honor, I feel that we've been specific.
Okay, all right, then we'll look out for that. And as soon as it's done, then as soon as we receive it in our queue, we'll go ahead and set it.
Yes, Your Honor, I appreciate that. Finally, Your Honor, we do have number 57, State of Texas versus Ildefonso Martinez. That's CR 20-05971I. Your Honor, I can represent as an officer of the court that I spoke to Mr. Ildefonso 2 times and maybe 3 times yesterday, but I'm not sure that he's on. I would just humbly ask an opportunity to reach him. I know it's already 11:30, but I can try and find him. Just as background, Mr. Ildefonso is scheduled to come into my office on Tuesday to sign plea paperwork. That's the direction that this case is going.
Okay, Mr. Ildefonso Martinez, by any chance, are you on?
Or you know what, maybe he is on, Your Honor. He may be Moto G Play. Can you unmute yourself, Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Oh, yes, Your Honor. So
I'm sorry, this is Antonio Martinez.
Okay, I see you.
So we would just, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
We would just humbly ask for time. This will be a plea.
Okay, and how long do you need?
He's coming in on Tuesday, Your Honor, so we defer to the court's wisdom. We'll be ready after Tuesday, anytime after Tuesday.
Okay. September 9th?
September 9th, we'll be here, Your Honor. And that'll be 1:30, Your Honor? Oh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. I have nothing further, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, you certainly may, and so may Mr. Trevino.
Appreciate
and Mr. Martinez.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank
Ma'am,
you.
I got a question. What was the date that you gave me?
I believe that was September 9th, Your Honor, at 1:30 p.m.
No, Mr. Trevino is asking for his date.
Oh, I'm sorry. Get back there. I believe Mr. Trevino was October 7th, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Trevino, October 7th at 9:30.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Attorney David Gassel?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here for Damian Ledesma. It's number 41 and 42 on your docket. And he's on the screen.
Okay, CR 1802799-I, CR 1802798-1. The state of Texas versus Damian Ledesma. Mr. Ledesma, will you please announce yourself?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, and what's your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, there's a felony that's pending, as I understand it, still at intake. And we'd like an opportunity for that to come through and attempt to resolve all of Mr. Ledesma's pending matters at the same time. So we're respectfully requesting additional time to allow that to happen.
Okay, November 4th at 9:30.
All right, Judge, that's all the business I have. May my client and I be excused.
You certainly may, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Laura Martinez Barbosa?
Good morning, Your Honor. Laura Barbosa. I have number 67.
Okay. That is CR 210940-I, State of Texas versus Marco Antonio Martinez Navarro. Is
Yes, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Navarro present?
He is, Your Honor.
Mr. Navarro, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sorry, where, oh, there you are. Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, the court will recall he was trying to do a defensive driving class to get a dismissal, but the state's attorney also requested a couple of other things. The last thing that he requested was a clean UA. I sent Mr. Navarro the paperwork, so he's supposed to take it today. If you could give us another date, hopefully this will be done administratively.
Okay, by what, how much time?
How much time do you need, Mr. Navarro?
I could do it by today.
Okay.
Judge,
So,
can you give a week?
Yeah, I mean, how much time, once he does that and then you turn it into the state, do you want to, I mean, do you just want me to set it for a tickler, Ms. Wadenia or Mr. Wind? How do you want to handle it?
Judge, we would need like more than a week because like once the defendant completed this UA, then we need to do a background check. That's the reason why the PTE application was submitted.
Okay. And how much time do you need then from the state?
Maybe 2-3 weeks, Judge.
Okay. Then let's go ahead and come back on the 21st at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. And if the state receives everything, can they submit the dismissal administratively, or do we need to stay with the docket again?
No, if it's administratively, they can do it at any time.
Okay, thank you, Judge. And I also have number 87.
Okay, so Mr. Navarro, we'll see you on September 21st if everything hasn't been taken care of by that time, okay?
All right, ma'am.
Okay, so you are excused.
Thank you, Mr. Navarro.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you said number 87?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's CR 1906265-I, State of Texas versus Rodolfo Rocio. Is Mr. Rocio present?
No, Your Honor, I have not heard from him lately, but I have been in contact with him and he'd showed up at every other hearing. He had been wanting a trial date.
Okay, so he has notice of today's hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll give him till the end of the docket, and if not, I'll have to issue a nice one.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business for this most honorable court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Edelmiro Arredondo.
Good afternoon, Judge. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Your Honor, I have a few cases, Judge. The case is Miguel Angel Diaz, Your Honor. He's present on Zoom, Judge.
Okay, what number is that on the court docket?
Number 26, Judge.
Okay. All right, CR 20-01029-I, State of Texas versus Miguel Angel Diaz. Is Mr. Diaz present?
Yes, Your Honor. He's present via Zoom.
Present, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we were set for a PTD deadline, Judge. We have talked to Mr. Daniel Garcia. We're still waiting on his answer on the reconsideration of the PTD, Judge.
Okay. When did he begin reconsidering it?
It's about 2 weeks, Your Honor. I don't think it should take that long before he either accepted or rejected it.
Okay, does the state know how long Mr. Gonzalez is taking on these reconsiderations?
Judge, I don't see any reconsideration on file on it, Judge. Any notes on it?
Well, it would be done through email, Judge, if we could give them like 30 days for the reconsideration.
Yes, we just do the reconsideration via email, Judge.
Okay, so if he denies it, then are you going forward with DWI court?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. October 7th at 9:30. And Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Diaz?
Yes, Judge, he has his mobile device with safety check, and the report for the past month does not have any violations.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Diaz, continue with that 0 violations, because I'm gonna continue to ask for your report to be pulled, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll see you back here on October 7th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Diaz, what's your phone number?
My phone number?
Yes.
956-250-9210.
Okay, we just need to make sure that we have it on file.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are excused. Mr. Arredondo, your next case?
Thank you, Your Honor.
I have number 85 on your docket, Eric Roel. And he's also present via Zoom, Judge.
I'm sorry, what number?
Number 85. It's Eric Roel.
Okay, CR 1508834-I, Eric Roel. And is Mr. Roel present?
Yes, Your Honor. He's present via Zoom.
Okay, and what is your announcement?
This one, Your Honor, we just need time so we can request a digital discovery, Judge. We need a video of the stop.
Okay, this is a 2015 case.
Yes, Judge. And so basically, for the past recent years, we've been trying to get him to the PTP, Your Honor. It was denied, Judge. I believe. I know for sure one time, Judge. I did not make any. I don't want to make any misrepresentation. I say twice, but for sure once, Judge. So we just need the video of the stop. See, we can probably do a suppression.
Okay, does the state show that there's any digital evidence?
Yes, Judge, I see there's a DVD on this, Judge.
Okay, and when are you dropping off the USB?
Either by tomorrow, Judge, or Monday, we should be able to drop it off.
Okay. Well, we need to move forward with this case in one manner or another. So I'm gonna give you a recent date of October 7th at 9:30, at which time I need to make sure that you receive the digital evidence and also what is it that we will be doing with Mr. Roel, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Okay, anything else on that case?
That's all I have on Mr. Roel, Judge. May he be excused?
Yes. Okay, and your next case?
The next case, Judge, is number 22 to 24 on your docket, Fernando de los Rios.
Okay, and is Mr. De Los Rios present?
Yes, Judge, he's present via Zoom.
Your Honor.
Okay, CR 21-02822-I, CR 21-02823-I, and CR 20-07477-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
There's a pending felony, Your Honor.
Okay, and when is the next date on that felony?
Judge, there's a lot of them, like there's a couple that's set for pretrial on the 2nd of September, and there's one at intake, and there's one set to plea on September 2nd.
And there's one at intake?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. On Mr. De Los Rios, you can come back on November the 4th at 9:30.
I also have this number 64 on your docket.
Okay, Mr. De Los Rios, we'll see you on November 4th at 9:30, and we'll see the status on your felonies at that time.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, that's CR 13-04727-I, State of Texas versus Jesus Erasmo de la Garza. Is Mr. de la Garza present?
But I got the numbers confused. On that case, Your Honor, I have a quick announcement, Judge. We're probably going to file suppression, but he didn't show up, Your Honor. I'm not sure if he's under another name.
Mr. Damien, can you please call out his name 3 times?
Yes, ma'am. Jesus de la Garza. Jesus de la Garza. Jesus de la Garza.
Okay, and Mr. de la Garza did have notice of this hearing, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so if he's not on by the end of the docket, I'll be taking a nice eye on him.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, and what's your other case?
I have Felipe Monsiváis.
What
I thought it
number
was
is
number
that?
64, Judge. I'm not sure what number he's on the docket.
You have number 64?
Well, I mean, that was Erasmo de la Garza. I thought that was Felipe Monsiváis, number 64, Judge. But I also have Felipe Monsiváis. I'm not sure what number he's on the docket.
Okay, Felipe Olvera Monsiváis, CR 1713735-I. And is Mr. Monsiváis present?
Yes.
Okay, he's present. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, Your Honor, the PTD was denied, Your Honor. So we just need another 30 days so I can review the evidence, see if we're gonna file suppression, Judge.
Okay, because this is a 17 case, so. Has all discovery been exchanged?
Electronic, yes, Judge. I'm not sure if there's any digital that is pending.
Can the state check to see if there's any digital evidence that's pending?
Hey, Judge, let me check real quick, Judge.
Thank you.
Yes, Judge, I see there's a video on this case, Judge.
Okay, they are, there's a video, Mr. Arredondo.
I'll go ahead and submit the USB along with Mr. Roel's case.
Okay, so submit that USB when you drop off your other one, and so that you can get the digital evidence. And then we'll do the same, come back on October the 7th at 9:30. And let's make sure that you've received that digital evidence and you can tell me what we're going to do at that time.
Okay, so we'll do, Judge.
Judge, if I may, Judge, Connie said on probation, he is currently in lockout on his interlock device, Judge,
Since when?
since July the 29th of 2021. Prior to going into lockout, Judge, he did not have any violations, but he did advise me that he was in Minnesota working.
Okay, is Mr. Monsiváis Spanish speaking?
He speaks both, Judge, English and Spanish.
Okay, Mr. Monsiváis, are you still in Minnesota?
Sí.
Ms. Castaneda, can you translate that?
Yes.
Okay. Can you let him know that it's come to my attention that he is on lockout on his interlock device?
Mr. Monsiváis, la corte le han avisado que está bloqueado de su dispositivo.
Okay, good.
Ask him if he has that device, the interlock device with him in Minnesota, or is it still here in Hidalgo County?
¿Tiene usted su dispositivo con usted en Minnesota o el dispositivo está aquí en el condado de Hidalgo?
En Texas, en el condado de Hidalgo.
Hidalgo County.
How long has he been on that device? Do we know?
Judge, he's been on it since January the 30th of 2018.
And is he on lockout because he just stopped paying, or do we know the reason?
He failed to return it due to being out of town, Judge.
He failed to return it?
I'm sorry, he failed to take the vehicle in due to being out of town.
Oh. So prior to that?
I have the report with no violations.
Okay.
He was using the vehicle, Judge.
Okay. Ask Mr. Monsiváis how long he's going to be in Minnesota.
Mr. Monsiváis, ¿qué tanto va a estar usted en Minnesota?
Hasta en octubre.
Till October.
Sí.
Okay. I can't have him without a device for that long, Mr. Arredondo. So I'm going to have Mr. Monsiváis speak to Ms. Soto about switching him from that interlock device to a mobile monitoring device, but he has to make arrangements for somebody to take in that car to get the apparatus removed.
Yes. What is
So
the number?
let me see what, can you get a phone number from him, Ms. Castañeda?
Mr. Monsiváis, ¿me da un número de teléfono?
956-358-4161.
956-358-4161.
Okay, let him know that probation will be calling him soon to explain what his next step is going to be.
Okay, Judge.
Mr. Monsiváis, le van a estar hablando del departamento de probation para avisarle que es su siguiente paso.
Está bien.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, then come back on October 7th at 9:30. Let him know that his next setting is October 7th at 9:30.
Mr. Monsiváis, su próxima corte es el día 7 de octubre a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Está bien.
That's fine.
Okay, let him know that he is excused.
Se puede retirar.
Está bien. Está bien.
Okay,
I have one final case, Your Honor.
okay.
That's number 33 on your docket, Noesi Maricela Garza.
Okay, CR 1614316-I, State of Texas versus Noesi Garza. Ms. Garza, can you please announce yourself?
She was on Zoom, Judge, earlier. For some reason, she doesn't appear now, Judge.
Hold on, she was in the waiting room. She was on and I guess she got kicked out and
Okay.
I just let her back in.
Yes.
Noesi Garza, please announce yourself. Okay, Ms. Garza, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we're still trying to negotiate this case, Judge. We do have a recommendation, Your Honor. PDD was denied, Judge, so we're trying to see if we can get into some type of DWI court, Judge. It's just one more reset, Your Honor, and next time we're going to announce, Judge, if we're going to plea or set this case on the trial docket, Judge. I know there was a motion to suppress that was filed, Judge, but it was withdrawn with prejudice.
Okay. All right, so then that is a 2016 case. So the PTD was denied, and so now you're going to look at either a plea or another possible avenue. All right, you can come back on October the 7th at 9:30 and just let me know what we will be doing at that time.
We'll do it, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge. Might be excused.
you certainly may.
You guys have a great day.
Thank you. Attorney Eloy Lundes.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, I'm here on number, I believe it's number 55 on your docket, Eduardo Markowski.
Okay, and is Mr. Markowski on?
Yes,
Yes, I am
ma'am.
present, Your Honor.
Okay, that's CR 20-07307-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor, we submitted his ADR application yesterday, Your Honor, to the DA's office, Your Honor. So I'm respectfully asking the court for a little time for it to be reviewed and hopefully approved.
Okay, Mr. Markowski, do you have a mobile alcohol monitoring device or an interlock device?
I do have the interlock device on my vehicle.
Okay. Ms. Soto, do you have any reports for Mr. Markowski?
Judge, he has his interlock device with Lifesaver, and the report for the past month did not have any violations.
Okay. Okay, so since that was submitted to the state, how much time is the state requesting?
60 days, Judge.
Okay. Being that he has 0 violations, Mr. Hernandez, I'm gonna go ahead and grant that request from the state, and I'll have you return on October the 28th at 9:30 to see if it's been accepted.
Yes, Your Honor, and if we're able to dispose of it prior to that date, then we'll advise the court, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor, may Mr. Markowski and I both be excused?
Yes, I just need to get Mr. Markowski's phone number.
Yes, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
956-800-7875.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Hernandez, you are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day. Stay safe.
Likewise.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. You too. Mr. Attorney Michael Rogers.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 35 on the court's criminal docket, Ms. Dorlin Gonzalez.
Okay,
This is ours. I apologize.
Is Ms. Gonzalez on?
She is not, Your Honor. We were here at the previous setting. I had informed the court how I had been in contact with her once and then lost complete contact. On May 10th, so the court asked me to send a certified letter. I did, Your Honor. It was forwarded to an address in San Antonio. Her phone number is now off. I received a phone call on May 7th of this year. And then I did some just looking around online, and there's an obituary for, I had it up, I'm sorry, for May 12th, for someone of the same name. Some of the addresses match, but that's the best I can find, Your Honor. I don't know if the state can maybe help to see if there's a death certificate that they can find.
Okay, Ms. Whittier, Mr. Wind. I know it's an unusual situation, but what can be done?
We'll take a look at it, Judge. If you know, if we have other contact with the defendant, any other contact information.
Well, he doesn't have any contact information because the certified letter was forwarded to an address in San Antonio. The number that he had is now off. And in his preliminary investigation, there is someone by the same name that appeared in an obituary on May 12th. So we need to see if there's a way to find out if there's a death certificate. I mean, do you all have access to that, or what can we do?
Your Honor, I don't know how the office down here is structured. When I was in Bexar County, there's investigators that work, and usually I would just request it from one of them. I would assume it's the same process.
Yes, that was what I was going to suggest next, Judge, is for us to contact our investigator. If the obituary can be sent to us for review, and then we can go from there to see if we can dismiss this case administratively.
I will forward that over, Your Honor. And I did want to add the phone call that I received on May 7th. The message was that she was recovering from heart surgery.
Okay. Okay, let's come back on October the 7th at 9:30 and see if it hasn't already been dismissed for whatever reason by that time, then maybe we'll have some kind of update.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
No, ma'am. That's all I have before the court today. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Y'all have a great day.
Likewise. Attorney Lily Gutierrez?
Good morning, Your Honor. I am here on numbers 91 and 92 on your docket, and it's Angel Guadalupe Santillan. I did see him on earlier.
Okay, Mr. Angel Guadalupe Santillan, are you present?
Yes, ma'am, I am here, Your Honor.
Okay, please turn your camera on. And that is CR 20-04758-I, CR 21-02668-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, there is at least one felony pending at intake. And I say at least because I'm not sure if this is the one that has two felonies pending or if it's just one, but we are at least waiting on one.
Okay, what does the state show?
Judge, I see there's one felony at current intake, Judge.
Okay. All right, then we can come back on November the 4th and let's see if they've indicted it. And
Thank you,
that'll be
very much, Your Honor.
and that'll be at 9:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a wonderful
Yes,
day.
sir. Likewise, sir.
Bye-bye.
Anything else, Ms. Gutierrez?
No, nothing else before this honorable court. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise. Attorney Dallas Gutierrez?
Good morning, Your Honor. Dallas Gutierrez here, standing in for Jesus Villalobos on Adriana Albuto. I think it's number 6 on your docket, Your Honor.
CR 20-00323-I, State of Texas versus Angel Eduardo Aburto, ABURTO. Is Mr. Aburto present?
He was, Your Honor. He was on, he called my office today. We were on Zoom this morning. I'm seeing if he's still on here.
Mr. Aburto, Angel Eduardo Aburto.
Yes, I'm present, Your Honor.
Okay, can you please turn on your video?
Yes.
Thank you. And what is your announcement,
I wanna open
Counselor?
Your Honor, I'm just asking for a 30-day reset. We are trying to see if we can work this out. There are some other charges, some federal charges, and the DA is considering dismissing this case. We just need to see what happens in the federal case.
Okay, and what's the state say?
Yes, Judge, we're still waiting on the federal judgment on that. So we could, scaffold with Ms. Lozano on it. But whether to grant the dismissal or not, Judge.
Okay, so he hasn't been sentenced on the federal charges yet?
No, Your Honor, I think the sentencing date is September 9th.
Okay.
They keep pushing the date.
Okay, then let's go ahead and come back on September the 21st
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
at 9:30.
Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes, you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a great day.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Attorney Dara Heller.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have
Good
a couple
morning.
of cases before the court this morning.
Okay.
The first being number 9 on your docket.
CR 18-00354-I, State of Texas versus Talia Alejandro. Is Miss Alejandro present?
She is, Your Honor.
Miss Alejandro, please announce yourself.
I'm here.
Okay, hold on. Okay, there you are. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, our PTD application was submitted for this case on Tuesday, so we are just requesting more time for the DA to be able to review the application.
Okay. That was on the 24th, okay.
Correct.
Okay, Ms. Soto, any report on Miss Alejandro's device?
Judge, he has the interlock device with Smart Start, and the report for the past month did not have any violations.
Okay, that's an improvement from your prior violation, so. Okay, keep that up, Miss Alejandro. If not, I'll have to look at whether or not to revoke your bond. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am. I cannot afford to mess up. I'm in school currently, so yeah.
Okay, all right, so it's the state's requesting 60 days, Ms. Heller. So we're gonna go ahead and come back on November the 4th at 9:30. And hopefully we'll have an answer by then.
Thank you. I also have number 36 and 37 on your docket.
Okay, Ms. Alejandro, we'll see you on November 4th at 9:30 now.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, that's CR 18-04458-I, CR 18-04459-I, State of Texas versus Adrian Guerra. Is Mr. Guerra present?
He is, Your Honor.
Mr. Guerra, please announce yourself.
Yes, Adrian Guerra.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, in this case, we are just requesting a reset of 30 days. He is in the process of completing his PTD application, and I believe all he has left to do is pay off a fine and get his UA letter.
Okay, and is he going to be able to do that, pay it within the 30 days?
Yes, we are hoping so, Your Honor. It isn't that big of a fine.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and come back on October the 7th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have before the court today. May my client and I be excused.
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Jorge Munoz.
Good morning, Judge. I have number 66 on the court's docket, CR 19-15554-I. Judge Francisco Munoz, this is an assault case, Judge. We've submitted the pretrial diversion application. We're just awaiting a response from the DA's office.
Okay, when was it submitted, sir?
Judge, I have my notes here say back in March, Judge, March 12th of 2021.
Oh, wow. Okay, is Mr. Francisco Munoz present?
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay, can the state check that they have received the PTD application?
Yes, Judge, we have received the PT application and we will review it, and we just need the defendant to provide a clean UA before we approve or disapprove of the PT.
So you've had it for 5 months and it hasn't been reviewed?
It has been reviewed, Judge. We just need the defendant to provide a UA, clean UA, because he tested positive back in March.
Oh, Mr. Munoz, were you aware of that?
No, Judge,
Yes,
I wasn't,
ma'am.
but if he needs to provide a clean UA, he can go to probation and provide that for them, Judge.
Okay, so what date do you want the letter dated for? Mr. Munoz, can you go tomorrow or Monday?
I can go tomorrow.
Okay, Mr. Jorge Munoz, do you want that letter for tomorrow?
Yes, Judge, that's fine. If the state can send it over to me, we'll hand it over to my client, and that way he can get the test, Judge.
Okay, can the state do that?
Will do, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Francisco Munoz, when
Yes, ma'am.
your attorney receives your UA letter dated for tomorrow, that's the only date it's good for. So you will
Yes, ma'am.
need to stay in contact with your attorney so that you can go on that date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so once that's turned in, Mr. Munoz, then they're gonna go ahead and review everything together. So I'll have you come back on, let me see, it's gonna take about 60 days, so. Go ahead and come back on November the 4th at 9:30, and hopefully we have a response by then.
November the 4th?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else on that case, Attorney Jorge Munoz?
No, Judge, that's all I have on this case, Judge. That's all I have this morning. If I may be excused, and my clients as well, Judge.
Yes, you both may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Attorney Sid Grihe.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 83 on your docket, Alfonso Rios, CR 2001654I.
Okay, and is Mr. Rios present?
I believe he is. He was having some problems getting kicked on and off, but he's on a Moto X is the name of the.
Okay, that just came into the waiting room. I'm admitting him. Let's see if he's able to get on. Okay, Alfonso Rios III, can you please announce yourself? I don't think he's been able to connect to audio, but go ahead and make your announcement, Mr. Grihe.
Okay, he's taken the anger management class. I believe last time we were here, the ADA had said that there was going to be some victim testimony. I know she didn't show up on 6/29/2021. She didn't show up, so I don't know if she's here today.
Okay, what's the alleged victim's name?
Christina Rivera, Judge.
Okay, did you all have contact with her to be here today?
Judge, we reached out to her numerous times to provide victim testimony, and she told us that she was going to appear, but she never appears. And this time we tried to reach out to her. We wasn't able to reach her, and her voicemail box was full, so we can't leave a voicemail. And we noticed there's no AMP on file, so the state respectfully asked for a bench trial for this case, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Grihe, any objection to a bench trial?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Rivera, what's the next date that we can do a bench trial?
Yes, ma'am. We do have the 16th of September, the 14th, Judge.
Okay, what works for you all schedule, the 14th or the 16th?
I would prefer the 14th if we could do the 14th.
I
Okay,
prefer
that's fine.
the 16th, Judge, because, we need to subpoena the victim.
Okay, we're gonna do it on the 14th. September 14th at 9:30. I don't think that you can get the subpoena and the time. She doesn't seem to have an interest in this case. So. Okay, September 14th at 9:30 for the bench trial.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Andre Maldonado.
Good morning, Judge. Well, good
morning.
afternoon.
Oh, yeah, it's lunchtime.
It is, Judge. I have 38 and 39, Judge, State versus Jose Henriquez. I believe he's present.
Okay,
Here.
that'll be CR 20-00918-I, CR 20-00919-I, State of Texas versus Jorge Henriquez, HENRRIQUEZ. And Mr. Henriquez, can you please announce yourself?
I'm here, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. Oh, there you are. Okay. And what is your announcement?
Yes, Your Honor. Our announcement is we're trying to work this case out with his insurance. There was some property damage. My client was insured at the time of the incident. Therefore, he's been in contact with his insurance. I asked him to reach out yesterday just to give the court an update today. He stated to me that it's still under investigation from what his insurance told him yesterday. If you'd like, Judge, my client can elaborate on what they told him yesterday regarding the claim.
Okay, does the state want a status on that claim?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, go ahead. Your client can elaborate with your permission.
Mr. Henriquez, could you elaborate to the court what your insurance told you yesterday regarding this claim?
Yes, sir. I called my insurance. I had told them that I had this court today and I wanted to see if there was an update with them. They told me that they already gave the victim's insurance claim costs, or that since we already gave the victim's claim costs to them, that that they're discussing it with the victim's insurance, and that the process, it may take 2 years or so. And I had told them, well, what can I say or what can I do, because I might have to pay out of pocket if nothing is resolved. They say that I shouldn't have to pay any covered damages, that they were going to cover it all, but that like I said, that they were still discussing the claim. So as of right now, it's just on pending. That's what they pretty much said at the end, that the claim is still pending, or the situation.
Okay, well, we're not gonna have this pending for 2 years.
What I could suggest, Judge, is I could talk to his insurance adjuster, see what's going on myself, and if the court can set us up with a status in 30 days. If we don't have it resolved by then, well, then we'll go ahead and see what else we could do regarding this case.
Okay, October 7th at 9:30.
Will do, Judge.
Okay, hopefully you can get it done.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all.
Or have a good status, I meant.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. And that's all I have before this honorable court. May my client and I be excused?
You certainly may.
Have a good one, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Eric Jarvis.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir.
I have Faustino Garcia. He's number 2 on the docket.
Okay, CR 21-0149-I, State of Texas versus Faustino Garcia III, and I think he has a companion case. Can somebody give me the number for that?
It's 32, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, and he also has CR 20-5765-I. And is Mr. Garcia present?
Yes, he is, Judge.
Okay, and we're here on arraignment for his DWI, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and CR 21-08149-I, the State of Texas versus Faustino Garcia III. Is that your true and correct name, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, you're before the court charged with driving while intoxicated with a blood alcohol level of greater than 0.15, which is a Class A misdemeanor. A Class A misdemeanor carries a potential penalty of up to 1 year in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand the range of punishment that you can receive for this offense of which you are charged, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Sir, has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
In the court, no.
Okay, counselor, and speaking with your clients with your client, do you find him to be mentally competent and able to assist you in his own defense?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, at this time then, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of Mr. Garcia. And how much time are you needing on these two cases to try and work them out, sir?
I had sent an email to Ms. Guarena, and we were just waiting for this DWI to be indicted or for the arraignment so that we could work them out together. I would say maybe 30 days.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, I am going to order you onto a mobile alcohol monitoring device, which you are to obtain within 48 hours of today, which is business days or whatever days that provider is open, but you have 48 hours, business hours, to get that mobile alcohol monitoring device. Do you understand that, sir?
Yeah, where can I get it?
Okay, it's not yeah, it's yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I need a phone number, and the probation officer that is assigned to you will contact you when she has a moment. We have a very heavy docket this afternoon as well. So what is your phone number, Mr. Garcia?
It's 956-225-6999.
Okay. Mr. Garcia, do you have a job?
Yeah, I work at a notary.
It's not, yeah, it's yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I work at a notary, but right now it's part-time because it's off-season income tax.
Okay. Okay. So we'll come back then on October the 7th. That'll give me some time to also get a report on him, whether or not he is using the device properly and has any violations. And that'll be at 9:30 unless you have something worked out and need to be changed to our plea docket.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything else?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Soto, do you require anything else from Mr. Garcia?
Sorry, Judge, no, I will call him today, Judge.
Okay, all right. Then you both may be excused if you have no further business.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Attorney Dan Mora?
Good afternoon, Judge. I've got 18, 19, and 20. Gregorio Davila.
Okay, that's CR 18-01267-I, CR 18-01268-I, CR 21-04199-I, State of Texas versus Gregorio Davila Jr. Mr. Davila, are you present?
He's right there, Judge. He's on location. Yes, Judge.
Okay, I do see him. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we're still, there's some motions that we filed with regards to discovery, and I think we'll be submitting. I know we have a USB that we just received on one, and I've got another one out that I'll be turning in this afternoon. So we need some time, Judge, so we can get that discovery. And this is on the second case.
Okay.
And I believe, Judge, the last time we'd asked for videos on the first case.
Okay, where does the state know where we are in the digital discovery to turn over to defense counsel?
Judge, let me check real quick, Judge. Judge, we don't see a USB submitted.
Well, he's submitting one. He received one and he's going to submit one.
Okay.
Is that correct, Mr. Mora?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, but
I
I
believe
think he
that-
just wanted
but I'm gonna get-
confirmation. I'm sorry. I believe that he just wanted confirmation that there is digital discovery.
On, let's see, on the CR 1801267I, that one doesn't have no digital.
Judge, I'm sorry, for clarification, regarding the 2018 DWI case, the USB was picked up. There is a DVD for the 2021 DWI, so a USB can be submitted.
Okay. So on the first case, on the unlawful carrying a weapon, no digital.
It's out of the same transaction as the DWI, Judge, so it's the same video.
Oh, okay, there you go. Okay. So now that we've got that cleared up, okay, and how much time do you need, Mr. Mora?
30 days, Judge. We'll get that submitted this afternoon.
Okay, let's come back on October the 7th at 9:30. Okay, and Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Davila?
Judge, for the report for the past 30 days with a mobile device, he had 2 late tests.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Davila, when
Yes,
you
ma'am.
were here the last time, we did go ahead and modify your times. You're doing better. However, you still had 2 late tests, sir.
Yes,
So
ma'am, I understand.
you need to not have any late tests, don't have any violations, because the next time you come forward, I'm going to have to look at whether or not to revoke your bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and see you on October 7th at 9:30, sir.
Thank you so
Okay,
much, Judge.
anything else, Mr. Mora?
Yes, Judge. I think that there's going to be another case. This is CR 2103072I, Julio Cesar Martinez.
Okay, do you know what number that is on the court's docket?
Judge, I think it was taken off the docket. He was picked up on a warrant, on a 2020 warrant.
Okay, give me the
And-
case number again, I'm sorry, sir.
CR 2103072I. It was set for this afternoon's jail docket, or an afternoon jail docket. I don't know what date my staff was informing me, but I have my client on the.
Okay, so he's present.
He is present. He was released from jail yesterday, so I think that was when the court's going through to set up the docket showed that he was in jail.
Okay, and what is his name?
Julio Cesar Martinez.
Mr. Martinez, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what are you wanting to do this morning? Are we recalling Anisa, or you're wanting to give me a status on that case?
He was set for today, Judge, but we're asking for some additional time. This is a 2020 case that we've been in contact. It's another misdemeanor that's going to be coming in. So we'd like to see if we can get a 30-day reset and see where that'll be.
Okay, what is the offense?
It's an assault family violence.
Okay. Okay, you can go ahead and come back on October the 7th since you'll already be here at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay,
That's all I have, maybe excuse.
you certainly may, and so may your client.
Thank
Okay, Attorney Santos Maldonado,
Yes, Your Honor.
good morning, sir, or afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Judge.
Okay, what case are you here on?
I'm here on the case of the state of Texas versus Brian Tiffany Maxine.
Okay, CR 1805828-I, and is Mr. McSteen present?
I'm hoping he's logged on to Zoom, Judge. I'm not sure.
I only have the gentleman in the suit, and Hugo Tovar, Blanca Gomez, and Antonio Martinez III, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure why he's not logged on. I mean, this is the reset date that the court gave us the last time that we were present with the court. It was our motion, Judge, to remove the interlock device from his vehicle. I know there were some issues that needed some explanation. And, oh, I see him here. He is present, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, so then go ahead. So you want to argue your motion?
Yes, Judge. We filed a motion to remove the monitoring device that my client has. He was ordered to have this device since November 28th of 2018. This case remains pending, Judge, and we're asking for relief.
Okay, and was there an accident involved?
No, Judge, there was no accident.
Is this his second DWI arrest?
He has 2 DWI arrests that are pending, Judge. We have, I believe, come close in working out the cases, but it still remains pending, Judge.
But when you say pending, they're still not indicted, or he had them, he's been indicted, but they just haven't been worked out?
No, they both been filed with the court. They both been assigned case numbers, but they haven't been worked out. One is a 2016 case and one is a 2018 case, Judge.
Okay, so he has a total of 3 DWIs that are have been filed against him.
Judge, 2 DWIs.
So it's the 2016 one and the 2018 one.
Yep, that is correct, Judge.
Okay. Okay, any response from the state?
Judge, this DWI was before the statute that required him to definitively obtain a device for a subsequent. So the state would just oppose on the record to the motion.
Okay, Ms. Soto, can you give me any reports on Mr. McSteen?
Judge, this is a case where he has not calibrated the device since November the 12th of 2020, where he stated that he had been involved in an accident, but I have the report here showing from Intoxilog that the vehicle is still being driven around. So it's showing that it has 335 illegal starts. So according to the vendor, they're somehow turning the device on and driving it around, driving the vehicle around.
And that was the issue that I had, Mr. Maldonado, from the last time, because he didn't do anything, even though he was under the court order at that time, he was not following the court order.
May I speak?
Hold on. And he had not calibrated that device. And I do recall that he said that it was that there was an accident there. So that's what you all were gonna find out for me. You were gonna give me dates on and proof of that accident, and I don't know what happened from there. And your client wants to speak. I don't know if you want to give him permission to speak.
Judge, I'm allowing my client to speak because he knows the circumstances of this petition of removal. He's the one that's asking me to do this, and he's best able to explain to the court the circumstances of this device, Judge.
Your Honor, may I speak?
Hold on, give me one moment. And you're also, okay, so then, and he's also, I found the other DWI, he's number 58 and 59 on the docket as well, except on number 59, he has another attorney named on that racing on highway. Are you representing him on that, Mr. Maldonado?
I believe I was representing him in all 3 cases, Judge. I don't know if Mr. Palacios joined at some point in time to assist me in this case, or I joined him to assist him in this case, but I'm handling the 2 DWIs, which are the more serious offenses, in my opinion. And I would gladly tell the court that I represent him in all 3 cases, and then Mr. McSteen something otherwise, and he can tell the court that I don't.
Okay, so just for the record, we are discussing right now CR 1805828-I, which is a driving while intoxicated, a Class B misdemeanor. CR 1602731-I, which is a driving while intoxicated, a Class B misdemeanor. And CR 1905062-I, which is a racing on highway, a Class B misdemeanor. Okay, so now, Mr. McSteen, you can speak.
Yes. The vehicle was involved in an accident, and apparently the person that had fixed the vehicle didn't want to breathe into it while he was starting it. So the shop, did something to it. Regardless of what they did to it, the vehicle still required me to breathe into it. Okay. And it still monitored my alcohol. And if you look at the record, Your Honor, it will show that on every time that it started illegally, it still monitored me. See, what happened was they wanted it to start without having to breathe into it. So instead, you start it and then it makes you breathe. And that is considered an illegal start. And that was something that was modified by the shop that had repaired it because they didn't want to breathe into it to start it because of the COVID scare. They did not tell me that they modified it. And so I went forward like normal, started it, breathed into it, and now we have this issue. And it goes to tell you, I've spent over $15,000 in lifts, and I can prove those receipts over the last few years because of this issue. I do not drink and drive anymore. I do own McAllen Valley Roofing, and I pay my taxes. I'm a good part of this community, and I do a lot for this community and helping, and it really inhibits me, and it's really embarrassing to have to get into a vehicle to breathe into it. And I'd really appreciate if you guys could help me take this off my vehicle. It's been on there a long time. I think I've done my part. I don't drink anymore. If you can please help me with this.
Okay. Mr. Maldonado, were you going to add anything?
No, Judge, I think my client has given a fair explanation of the circumstances, and he's had this device for quite some time. We had previously filed a request when the case was pending in County Court number 4, and we tried to get a hearing, but it never got to that point. And then, when this court was created, it got transferred to this court, so we started from ground up again. But I can tell the court that I think we're fairly close in resolving this case, or cases, I should say. And in the meanwhile, I think my client has explained to the court of the circumstances is causing him, and his statements to the court that he is not drinking and driving. I don't know if there's any violations beforehand that showed that he had alcohol or there was an alcohol violation, but I don't believe so, Judge.
Okay. Do you have an order on file?
Let's see. Yes, I have an order on file, and it should be on both cases, Judge. I'm looking at my copies.
Okay.
And these motions, yeah, they're both on file, Judge, on both DWIs.
Okay, the thing that concerns me is that someone was using that device. Someone's blowing, because there was illegal start. So how do you explain that?
I'm sorry, Judge, I don't understand the question. How do you explain what?
The illegal starts.
I think
Okay,
that's
Ms.
how, I think that's,
Okay, Ms. Soto was gonna say something.
yes.
Judge, if I may, here on the report that I have, let's say from May the 12th of 2021, all the way until June. Let me see. So June 3rd, the vehicle was being turned on, Judge, on a daily basis. Somebody was blowing into it. There was no alcohol readings. It was at a 0, Judge, but somebody was turning the vehicle on.
Okay, so Mr. McSteen, are you saying that you have not used that vehicle in months, or are you using the vehicle and blowing into the vehicle?
My girlfriend would drive me in the vehicle. Well, the vehicle has been put in a garage since June. I only turned it on maybe a few times. I've been getting driven pretty much around for the past 2-3 years. Like, it's very, very inhibiting. I only use the vehicle in emergency cases, but when I blow into it, it reads my alcohol content. Like she just said, it reads 0. So the illegal start is only because the modification that the shop made. And so it changed it from, you can start the vehicle first and then blow into it. And that's where the illegal start comes into play, but it still affects you while you're driving. So therefore I haven't drank and driven, and there's proof there that I haven't. It's just that illegal start was done because the modification that was made that I was unaware of. So all those illegal starts were made without my understanding or consent, but I still blew into the vehicle, which shows 0 alcohol. So therefore I feel like, I've abided. If it did show that I drank alcohol, then I feel I should be in trouble, but I haven't.
Okay, but why do you keep being driven around? Is your license suspended?
No, the vehicle, the device drains the battery, and I've gone through about 5 batteries on my truck already. And it's just extremely frustrating. So I just get lifts everywhere. And I have receipts for all this. It's unbelievable. So, I mean, I have a lot of employees. They pick me up. I own McAllen Roofing.
And then what about, but the issue with calibrating the device, why didn't that ever get taken care of?
Because it kept killing the battery. And so when I had it in the shop, since I've had it in the shop, it hasn't been used that much. It really hasn't. If you look at the amount of times that I've started it, I mean, me personally, I haven't really used it that much.
Mr. Maldonado, and when you say that you're close to getting these cases worked out, what time frame are we looking at?
I would say hopefully within 30 days. Is just a matter that I need to sit down with my client to make sure he understands the recommendation from the state and that he's willing to accept that.
Okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take it under advisement, and I'll issue a ruling within 14 days.
Okay, Judge.
Okay?
Thank you.
And then
That's
in
all I
the
have.
meantime, we'll go ahead and come back for a status on October the 7th on all 3 cases.
And what time will that be, Judge?
9:30.
All right, that's all we have. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, bye.
Okay, Antonio Martinez III, who is your attorney, sir? Antonio Martinez III. No, I can't hear you, sir. Hugo Tovar. Mr. Tovar, who's your attorney? You're on mute.
Sergio Sanchez.
Have you contacted Mr. Sanchez today?
I called the office and they gave me the ID number to log in to the hearing.
Okay, your attorney has not called in, has not logged in today, sir.
Okay.
So you need to ask him if he'll be logging in. And let me see. What number is Mr. Tovar on? Does somebody know?
Number 98, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so you're on CR 21-01915-I, State of Texas versus Hugo Ivan Tovar. And Do we still have his felony pending?
Yes, Judge, he has a pre-trial set for September the 15th in the 464th.
Okay, Mr. Tovar, do you want to proceed right now without your attorney, or do you want an opportunity to get your attorney on? All I'm gonna do is give you a new date because you have a felony pending.
I will need for him to be present. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I'm waiting for him to be present.
Okay.
Judge,
Then, yes.
if I may, I'm sorry. The state did file some complaints on 2 new cases on Mr. Tovar. They were filed this morning. He has 2 new case numbers.
Okay, and what are those?
CR 21 09915I and CR 21 09876I. It's a resisting and an assault.
When's the arrest date? Do you see?
The arrest date, Judge, was July the 5th.
Of this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Tovar, you need to get a hold of Mr. Sanchez, and then I'm gonna need for you to, do you have an email address, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's your email address?
It's IVANTOV88@gmail.com.
Okay, that's IVANTOB88@gmail.com. We're gonna email you the link for this afternoon. Get on at 2 o'clock.
On 2 o'clock?
Yes, because if you're gonna want your attorney on, we need to also notify him of the new cases that you picked up in June.
Okay.
And so my staff will send you the link, and we'll go ahead and let Mr. Sanchez know, and you need to call them also and tell them to get on at 2 o'clock.
Okay. It's just been something real difficult to get a hold of him. And I mean, I work out of town and I have left messages before for him to return my phone calls because I mean, I'm gone time 30, 40 days. So it's just really difficult for me to get a hold of him.
I understand, sir, but my hands are tied. So if you know, obviously you have a right to have your attorney present at the hearing when you are. So that's the best that I can give you is 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Link has been sent, Judge.
I'm sorry?
The link has been sent.
Okay, you should have already received the link, Mr. Tovar.
Okay, let me just double check because I mean, I don't know if you said V or B.
V, Ivan, AVANTOV 88.
The email should be from Bianca Rivera.
Okay.
Okay, I also have Blanca Gomez. Miss Gomez,
Thank you.
who is your attorney?
Sí.
Miss Gomez, ¿quién es su abogado?
Yo sí Contreras.
Castaneda, please tell her, ask her if she has an email address.
¿Mande?
Ms. Gómez, ¿tiene usted un correo electrónico?
Sí, B de Blanca, G de Gómez, 589906 @gmail.com.
bg589906@gmail.com.
Okay, 06, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, tell her that she's gonna receive a link and for her to use that link to get on at 2 o'clock and to tell her attorney to also be on at that hour.
Ms. Gómez, va a recibir un email con un enlace para las cortes de esta tarde. So, cuando lo reciba, se mete como lo hizo ahorita para la tarde y también le avisa a su abogado.
Ok, es que yo como trabajo en la tarde, pero está bien.
Judge, I'm sorry, is it at 2?
Yes.
A las 2 de la tarde, Ms. Gomez.
Ok,
Okay.
thanks.
Okay, Mr. Antonio Martinez III.
Yes, Your Honor. Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you. Who's your attorney?
Terry Palacios, ma'am. I'm sorry, I was having difficulties with my phone earlier. I had to restart it.
I'm sorry, who's your attorney?
Terry Palacios.
Okay, does someone know
Mr. Terry Palacios.
what number is he on the docket? Hold on, we're looking for you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't see him either.
I do not see you on the court's docket, sir. Are you sure it's today?
Well, I received a call yesterday and an email, so I mean, that's all I knew. I got an email from my attorney's assistant, so she said to make sure to be on, so that I have since morning. I can go ahead and contact them, but the worst thing I want to happen is to have a night eye or anything. So,
Well, don't worry about it, Mr. Martinez. You're not on my docket, so you're safe for this morning, okay?
and I was kind of, I'm sorry, I was kind of because
Sir, I cannot hear you. Nothing you're saying is coming out. It's not clear at all, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Well, I'll just call my attorney and I'll see what they can tell me about that.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Quickly reviewing the docket, on number 1, number 7, and number 8, the state of Texas versus Kevin Lee Acosta. Anything from the attorney?
No, ma'am.
Okay, please note that name down. Okay, what about number 12, 13, or 14?
No, Judge.
Okay, get those names, Mr. Damian. What about, okay,
Judge,
yes.
on number 14, there is a plea set up for the 28th of September. I apologize.
Okay. So number 14, there's already for the 9/28 at 1:30?
Yes.
Okay, but nothing on 12 and 13?
Correct.
Okay. And number 25, no response. Okay.
On Mr. Chris Selling's case, Judge, I believe I reset him to September the 14th. He was in contact with me during yesterday's docket.
What number is that?
It's later in the, give me 1 second. It's number 102, Judge.
Okay, I was on 65. Okay, what is the date you gave him?
Let me get the exact date.
Okay, but it's reset?
Yes, it's already input in the system, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Christopher Moreno was having issues and put something on the chat. So we do need to get a hold of Mr. Ramirez so that we can give him a quick reset and have him get on. So let's go ahead and get a hold of Attorney Dennis Ramirez and give him September 16th.
Yes, ma'am.
And let him know that his client did try to get on. Okay, so number 72, Mr. Damian, please note that name. Okay, did we hear from number 82?
No, ma'am.
Okay, note that name. Number 87 also will be a nice sign. Number 94.
No, Judge.
Okay. Also a nice sign. Number 97.
No, Judge. I'm not sure if we can contact Ms. Arispe's office. She had contacted us on a private matter, not concerning this case, but I'll reach out to her, Judge.
Okay, before we nice sign him, go ahead and check with her with that, okay?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Damian, please call out the names of the no-show defendants.
Yes, ma'am. Kevin Lee Acosta, Kevin Lee Acosta, Kevin Lee Acosta. Francisco Oscar Caballero, Francisco Caballero, Francisco Caballero. Roberto Cabrera, Roberto Cabrera, Roberto Cabrera. Jesús Erasmo de la Garza, Jesús Erasmo de la Garza, Jesús Erasmo de la Garza.
Okay, is that all of them?
No, ma'am, I'm going through the document.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Mario Alberto Ochoa, Mario Alberto Ochoa, Mario Ochoa. Juan Gerardo Reyes, Juan Reyes, Juan Reyes. Rodolfo Rios Rocio, Rodolfo Rocio, Rodolfo Rocio. Jennifer Salcedo, Jennifer Salcedo, Jennifer Salcedo. And that's all I got, Judge.
Okay, what does the state say of those no-show defendants?
State requests that a judgment now shall be granted, a case issue, and all bond forfeit for all no-show defendants.
Okay, so granted. All right, that concludes this morning's docket.